Ho, 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 ho. Merry Christmas, everybody. Merry Christmas. It's almost Christmas time. I guess happy Christmas Eve. Tell you Merry Christmas in about 15 minutes. How
Right.
about that?
Yeah. Merry Christmas, everybody. Yeah. I don't know about you. Sometimes it seems like to me, we get built up for this big Christmas moment, and like in our family, we do it like Christmas Eve. And that's what we did, but we've been doing it the last couple of days at my house because of the way the way Christmas worked out and being with families and stuff. So we just did some last night, some today. Anyway, long story short, you build up to that, and then it's just like when it's over and everybody's got their gifts and we've eaten and everybody goes away. It's like, okay, now what do I do? So
right, that's what Joey called me earlier. He's like, "What the hell's going on?" I'm like, "I don't know. Let's just go live." I guess I thought about it this morning, and then he called tonight. I was like, "All right, well, let's do it. Let's go on and do it." So no real agenda here. I guess we can kind of open the panel up and people come on, talk about whatever you want to talk about. Might be pretty fun. I could drop that link here and see if anybody wants to join us. How do I do this? Oh yeah, invite. Almost like I've never done this before. All right, cool. I'll throw that link in there. If anybody wants to jump on here and join us, we could talk about whatever you want to talk about. Only positive stuff though, because it is Christmas. So let's keep it fun. So who we got in here? We got Third Nate Goose Sports. What's up, Goose? Megan, Merry Christmas. Curtis Flowers, how do you say this? Jeremy Garrison. Good to see you. Jeremy Stingway. What's up, brother? Matt Dumit. James Gutters Pub. What's up, Gutters? Always great to see you. Danielle Illuminati, great to see you too. Dozer, Pinky, and Pinups. Nice to see you as well. We got all kinds of cool people in here checking this out right now.
Right.
VicTube Productions. Hell yeah. What's up, VicTube? Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Here's our first challenger. Megan, how you doing, Megan? How's Christmas over there in Australia?
Christmas is done and dusted here. It is 4 p.m. Christmas Day. I've just gotten home from being run ragged by my 4-year-old nephew, but very low key this year. I'm on crutches, as you know, so chasing after the nephew was interesting. But yeah, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, whatever it is you celebrate or don't. To you, Joey, to Yvette, I guess fools to you too.
Even me, Megan? Even me? I ran to my mailbox.
Don't get used to it, brother. It's the time of the year. But yeah, very quiet, which I love.
I ran to my mailbox this morning looking for that Chief Brody Funko, but it wasn't in there.
He's waving to you from his position on my desk. So.
Okay.
What's your Christmas? I'm going to ask you something, Megan. What is a Christmas tradition in Australia that maybe we don't do in the United States?
Well, it's actually tomorrow for me, Joey, which is Boxing Day. We have the big Boxing Day cricket test match. So basically 5 days under the aircon, eating leftovers, watching one of my favorite sports, which is test cricket. So this year we play Pakistan. We're going to win in 3 days like we did last game a couple of weeks ago. But yeah, that's sort of a tradition that I have. For me, for Christmas, it was in church. So I was in church from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. last night. Reading scripture and singing in choir. That's another one that I have. And then, just a bit of family time with my nephew and my mum and my brother. And yeah, that's about it, really. So, yeah.
So there
we go. Sounds like fun. What's up, Justice Jane and Richard Donalds? To see you, Dozer. What's going on? Exploring with Ben and Sam. Did you set up a live too? Shit. Sorry, brother. We're not going to be on this one too long. So whenever yours gets to go kick off, maybe we'll all just come over there and hang out with you.
I think he's lying. I didn't get no notification of
it. I didn't get a notification. I didn't get one on my. I'm not doubting him, TF, in the spirit of the season, but I would have got a notification, and I don't think I got one.
Ben the liar. What's up, Andy Heinrich?
Oh, it's Ben. It's not Sam. How dare I think Sam would lie to us fools? That's not fair.
Oh God, that's funny. What's up, LW? Yeah, I dropped the link right there. I guess what I could do, I could pin it up here if anybody wants to see. But yeah, anybody's welcome to jump on. Come on here. We're not going to go too late or anything. There'll probably be some other people wanting to stream as well. I would think Christmas night.
Oh, sorry, fools. I forgot to tell you, Joey. I had a great sporting weekend. Thinking of the cricket, but 2 wins and a loss. So the Seahawks and the Kraken won, and the Denver Broncos lost. Oh, how sad!
But Gino let him back for a touchdown today. So yeah.
Yes,
Miami Dolphins won, so I'm happy.
I was going to say fins up to the Dolphins. I actually haven't seen the Seahawks game. I'm actually going to probably watch that tonight. But yeah, so I was very. Hang on, TF still has a tiny pecker. LW and I can both confirm this, Ben. Can you please, Ben, dearest, can you please not ruin Christmas for me for either confirming or denying that?
Friends like these, who needs enemies, right?
Friends like these, who needs an enema?
Oh, geez. Hey, what's up? We got another fun person coming in here. What's up, Nate the Great? How you doing, Nate?
I'm doing good.
Merry Christmas, Nate.
Merry Christmas, and good thing you have a good present because the Kraken won.
I'm very pleased with that. I actually, I was in between church services and had the Kraken on my phone in the church, and probably said some words when they won that shouldn't be said in church ever. And our priest is looking at me. Oh, you had a win. Yeah, Padre, sorry, I'll go to confession later. So yeah, no, I was very happy.
Those you don't know, I know y'all don't really follow hockey, but I know what's your name?
Megan.
Megan? Yeah, Megan, yeah. Like I said, those you don't follow hockey, yes, there's a team called the Seattle Kraken. Yeah, I'm not joking.
and even better than that, Nate, they are sponsored by Kraken Rum. One of their
nice.
One of their hospitality sponsors is Kraken Rum.
It has its own.
What's up, Nature Boy? What's up, Nature Boy? Merry Christmas, brother. Good to see you.
But listen, Michigan boy, this is Seattle. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, no, my priest is like, so are you coming to confession after that outburst? No. I probably should.
I would hate to be your priest for confession, man.
Well, what I'm trying to figure out, she was at church. She was at church.
I'd hate to be in a confessional or anywhere with you that's not readily seen.
Megan, you said you were at the church from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. Was that the whole time doing confession?
No, that was a short day for me for confession, Joey.
Was that like a
because let me explain. So because it was Sunday, we still had our Sunday mass, which was in the morning. Then also we had 2 masses for Christmas, one of which was the one. So I went to both Christmas services, and then I got up this morning and went to the final Christmas service. So that's me done for church for the year, literally, because next time I'll be in church, it's New Year's Day. So yeah, it's just really weird timing with it being Sunday and still having Sunday.
Nice. It is nice when Christmas does fall on a Sunday just because of that. You like go to mass on a Sunday. It's bad when it falls on a Monday. You have to go to mass on Sunday and Monday.
I went Saturday night because I was reading scripture, Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon, Sunday night. 4 times, which, yeah. But it's just the way.
Hey, good for you, though. Good for you. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
So earlier where I heard from Megan when she was at church through like 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. or whatever, what the time was.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, I'm hearing you had like a Bible study sleepover.
Well, I actually live at night, kind of, because my house is literally about 2 streets away from the church, and I have a church. So it was just a quick duck home for something to eat, go back type of thing. Yeah.
No, I'm just joking, but yeah.
It's all good. It's all good, brother. But yeah, and I've got churches all around me, which makes me less inclined to go to church than I've ever been. So,
well, speaking of churches, I know we don't really speak religion sometimes, but I know atheists will say, "Oh, you've been saying we're in the end times for the 7th century," but I think we're in the end times like right now. I mean, what's everything's going on? I'm not gonna say information, but everything's going on right now. I think we're near the end times. That's my prediction.
Well,
No,
we'll find out eventually. You know, I like to
that's
be
it.
optimistic. You know, at least
I like to be optimistic, TF. But looking at my nephew and looking at the world as it is, I often wonder what world, people of my age, your age, everyone's age on panel, like what the F are we leaving behind? But I try to be optimistic. I mean, it's a little hard at times, but then I come. Now, listen, guys, I get a little bit worried about the way of the world. Then I come to TF's stream and take the piss out of him, and all is well.
Right, there you go. There you go. At least you got that going for you, Megan.
So, but that's a fair point, Nate. It is a bit worrying, but I tried it. My grandfather used to have a saying that if you wake up and you're not on the obituary pages, it's a good day.
Right, every day above ground, right?
Exactly.
Hey, James, I appreciate that, James. Merry Christmas to you, James. Always good to see you here. Gutters Pub as well. I hope you're doing well. Merry Christmas. Zed's Place, Coin Dragon. Great to see you guys. Great to see all you guys. Merry Christmas.
Gutter, I did say a few prayers for you, but most of them were for TF, and he's going straight to hell anyway, so I'll see him there. But
Megan loves me so much. Megan loves. What's up, Captain Baptiste? How you doing?
Nate, I love TF as much as I loved COVID, which is to say not much. No, actually, I love COVID a little more because at least I can get over COVID.
At least you can get over it, Megan.
And if I choose to, I can get a shot. Is there a vaccination for you at TF? Not yet. They're working on it.
Hey TF, you're an international superstar. There's a person that's from England.
Excuse me, Belfast is Ireland. Don't let the Irish hear you say Belfast is the UK.
Oh, I forgot about that.
It is, but if the Irish hear you calling them British, they will kill. I'm just saying.
I know. I mean.
So
awesome.
Captain, I apologize for that, but hey, I'm Aussie, and
that why they're called the Fighting Irish?
Exactly. What's up, Gutter? What's up, Gutter Girl? What's up, Gutter Girl? Merry Christmas to you, Gutter Girl. How you doing?
Hey, Gutter Girl. Merry Christmas
to all of you.
Right. Well, so what are you doing for Christmas? What's your big plans there?
Well, normally my kids are here at night, but this time they decided that they would do other stuff. My son, who now has his own family, they went to mass early. Usually they go at midnight, but they decided to go early because they got a little one. So we just kind of hung out here at home and put together Christmas gifts for the kids. And now we're got in our jammies and we're chilling out. And I seen you were on. And I was like, hey, I've got 5 minutes.
And that's kind of the point. Was it seemed like there was not a lot of people online tonight and nothing really going on. So I knew there had to be some of us sitting out here that were just looking for something to do.
Yeah.
So kind of like Ferris here. Merry Christmas, Ferris. Merry Christmas, brother. Good to see you. Hey, Blood Boxing. What's up? What's up, man? Merry Christmas. Hey, if you want to jump on or something, the link is pinned. The StreamYard link is pinned to the top of the chat up there. If you want to come on here and say Merry Christmas or anything like that, you are always welcome, my friend. We got Hollis C. Coon in here too. What's up, Hollis, man? Always good to see you.
Yeah.
Always good to see you.
Hey, Megan, I know you were talking about the Kraken earlier, but I know the Seattle Kraken's like 3 years old now.
2019, because I joined when they were announced as the 32nd team. I was there. I was one of the first international members. So 2019. Yep.
So, yeah.
All right, y'all in your hockey talk. Enough of that damn hockey talk.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mikey, do not ruin Christmas balls. I've still got a few hours left, and I have not started drinking.
Megan,
because
you
Oh,
can say
okay.
you have a few hours left. You're like that goddamn Energizer bunny.
Oh,
You
dude.
just
So,
I
love it.
no, hang on, fools. Be very careful where the batteries are going. That is all
oh
I'm
Jesus
saying.
Christ! I'm gonna go to the
Right,
dollar
you
store and get you some
did, right?
batteries next time. Enough of these damn Energizer Super Maxes. We're getting
Well,
you
now
those
I want
damn.
to know where the batteries are going.
That's what gotta. I love you,
Hey.
darling.
Yeah, imagine me energized though. Oh, that's funny.
I was energized till my nephew ran the batteries out, if you know what I mean. I love my nephew, but good God Almighty, he's go from 0 to 3,000 in 10 seconds.
What the hell?
He takes after his auntie, obviously.
Okay.
No, because I don't have autism. But no, he's a rat bag, but I adore him, and he not. My mother was sitting on the couch, and
Enough about hockey. I got one of my boxing friends coming in here. Let's see what they got. to say. What's up? What's up?
Hey, how's it going, bro? Hey, I just wanted to come on here, man, and tell you happy Christmas, man. It's been good getting to know you this year, bro, and I look forward to interacting with you throughout 2024, bro, my Florida homie. So shout out to you, bro. Big up to you, man. And Merry Christmas to everybody on the panel and
Merry
everybody
Christmas.
in the chat. Support this channel, baby. That's right.
Yeah, likewise. Hey, let me ask you real quick. So this is retro boxing and documentaries. Is that another channel you have, or is it?
Yeah, Retro Boxing and Documentaries is my other channel. It's my documentary channel. You should subscribe.
I think I probably am, but
yeah, because I do a lot of documentaries over there. It's a pretty successful page. My last video is going on 300,000 views now.
Nice.
I got another documentary getting ready to come out. So, man, it's been pretty successful over there. So with 80 videos, I got about 17. Going on 17,000 subscribers with just 80.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome.
People love it,
No, this guy right here, he is like the most knowledgeable person on boxing that I've met in my entire lifetime, I think. Every time I see him, I'm a huge boxing fan. So every time I see, this is Blood Boxing is who this is. That's his channel in the chat there.
Well,
maybe somebody could drop his link and everybody shoot over there and sub him up, because it's cool as shit channel, man. I mean, I love it, especially if you're into boxing, blood boxing. It's freaking awesome.
If he's boxing, right? Okay.
Yeah, I love boxing.
So I know it's coming up. I don't know when it is, but who you have in it for a pick? Crawford or Mayweather?
Crawford or Inoue? Did you say?
Yeah, Crawford or Mayweather. Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna fight, bro. Crawford and Mayweather's not gonna fight. They've just been talking a little bit.
Yeah, that's BS.
I thought it was, I don't know.
That's BS. But you know what I am going to do for you though is I'm going to put together. I don't know. Next time when we do trivia, I'm going to do a whole section on boxing. So, so I want to make sure you are here for that. It'll be at the beginning of the year. We're reframing everything, so it'll probably be like, a week or two into the year. But I'm going to do a whole category on boxing. So
that would be really nice.
You better be here for that one. If anybody
you know what, I always miss your trivia streams, and I love them, man. But I always go back and I'll listen to the questions, like and I'll get some of the questions right, but the people in the chat, they're really quick on the trigger too, and I'm not the fastest typer out there. So, but you know what? I'm gonna definitely be here for that boxing trivia.
You better be here for the boxing one.
I will, man. I definitely will. And you have my number too, so you can just text me and say, "Hey, Blood, I'm gonna come on, and we got another trivia coming up tomorrow or something like that."
Oh, I'll definitely give you a heads up. I'll definitely give you a heads up for that one, because some of these people they need to be beaten. And so I got to find some people to come in and like ringers, so to speak, come in here and take out some of these pompous fuckers.
Hang on, fools! You're telling a boxing gentleman to beat up on other players?
100%.
Was that an intentional pun, or am I just over Christmas enough to pick it up before anyone?
No. I want them to. Yeah, we need.
Hey, I love your accent, Megan. Where you from, Megan?
I'm Aussie. I'm from down under.
You're from, oh, okay, from Australia. Yes, okay.
Yep.
Yes,
Yep.
ma'am.
Yeah, I'm from a place where nobody wants to talk about. So,
In case you can't tell, Retro, my name is the Aussie 12. So, yes,
Right.
I'm from Australia.
Australia's not even real, but our Miami Dolphins won today, so that's a good thing.
Yes, Finns.
Very
Who were
nice.
they playing,
Yeah.
Fools? Remind me, I haven't watched it.
It was the Cowboys, right?
Oh, thank God. Thank God. Yes, no, because there's a friend of mine in church who wore a Dallas Cowboys jersey to church last night, and I'm like, oh, hell no. So, yes.
The only thing good about Dallas Cowboys is the cheerleaders.
yes, that's why they're called
I don't
Cowboys.
swing that way, but hey, Fools. I don't swing that way, but I've heard that from others. So,
Yeah, I mean, I think most of us could agree on that.
Yeah, I
Seattle,
agree.
Seattle Seagulls are pretty cute. You didn't hear that from me, so.
Oh,
So Blood, let me ask you this: do we have any good fights coming up? Like, what's the next thing to really look out for? Because
Monster Inoue, there's this guy from Japan. It's a little guy named Monster Inoue. He fights on Tuesday, but it's over in Japan, so the fight comes on at 5 a.m. But this guy is awesome, man. He's a Japanese fighter that's he's going to become a 2-time undisputed if he wins. As far as big fights signed for next year, probably Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford too. That fight is coming up in February or March, so that's
Okay.
about the biggest one signed so far.
well, you remember
Oh.
back in the day, it was always like this time of year. There was always that one big heavyweight fight or something, right at the end of the year. And
now
Yep.
it sucks.
Well, they had a
don't
fight
have-
yesterday. They had Anthony Joshua fought yesterday, and Deontay Wilder fought yesterday. So they had the big kind of heavyweight
Okay,
thing. Oh
then-
yeah,
then-
Tyson Fury fights in February too.
Right. Okay. So that one's
He's
coming up.
big.
Retro,
fight
can I, as a non-boxing fan, which I am not, can I ask you a question that Fools will probably give me shit for, but, can
Okay.
you, what else is new? Can you explain the different classes or, like, your welterweight and your lightweights and all of that?
Good
Oh yeah,
luck with this one.
absolutely. Well, when boxing first started, it used to only be heavyweight, so that was some hundreds of years ago. And then they had 8 original weight classes, and basically it was just to make things fair because people are born different sizes. And then over the years they added on different weight classes, and basically what it's for is just to make the competition fair, and so people could be matched up against people
Right.
similar in size. After 1981, they started going to day before weigh-ins. Before then, you used to have to weigh in right before the fight.
Right.
Anything before 1981, but they gave them a chance to rehydrate and things like that. But it's basically just to even things out with bigger guys versus smaller guys.
Right.
If you would have taken it back to the 1700s, little guys was fighting heavyweights and stuff like that back then.
Now, would you agree that there's too damn many weight classes now?
Oh yeah, there's too many now.
That drives me insane. It's like 145 to 147 and a half, or whatever. It's like, Jesus Christ. This is like,
Two either way. Yeah.
correct me.
Yeah,
if
they
I'm
should
wrong,
go back to
Retro.
the original, the
8.
boxing original weight class. Yeah, 8 weight classes.
yeah, that would be much better because I think people that are 10, 12 pounds different, what's the difference at that point? To
I
me,
know, and it's too many belts too because
yeah, that
with
too.
all these weight classes now you got all these belts going around, and that's one of the big problems. The original weight was flyweight, bantamweight, featherweight, lightweight, welterweight, middleweight, light heavyweight, and heavyweight. If they just stuck with
how many heavyweight belts are there now?
there's 4 major sanctioning bodies. So within in the WBA, they have what's called a regular champ and a super champ. So there's like 5 elite belts out there, which is way too much. Whereas, several years ago when Ali was champ, Ali was the only champ. Now you
Right.
have 5. You could have 5 up to 5 guys being the champ in a weight.
Right, and see, I don't like that. And not to keep you, if you got to go or something like that, I understand. But when was the last time that it was actually? Because I heard you guys talking about this. You did a great interview not too long ago, or not really interview, but there were 3 of y'all talking about that, showing those clips. But like, when was the last time that there was a unified champion?
Well, unified and undisputed are 2 different things. Undisputed means you have all the belts. If you have 2 of those belts,
Right, yeah,
then you're
that's
unified.
Okay.
The last undisputed champ that we have a few undisputed champions now. We have Terrence Crawford is one of them. Canelo Alvarez. I don't know if you've ever heard of him.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, Canelo Alvarez, Terrence Crawford. I know you watch some boxing.
I used to
there's
watch
not
it
been a
all,
whole lot
but
of undisputed, but there's a few unifieds out there.
Is Terrence Crawford from Omaha, or is that someone else?
What's that? Ask that one more time. Sorry.
Very good. Is Terrence Crawford from Omaha? Is that his hometown?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely. Yep.
That's where I'm
Nebraska.
from. So.
Oh wow. So okay, yeah. Yeah, man. You guys got a great fighter out there, Terrence Crawford, man, undefeated. He's knocked out his last 12 opponents. He's undisputed in 2 different weight classes. So he's seen actually as one of the best. He's going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. And yeah, you guys got something there, man.
yeah, he's good. He's a good
really
fighter.
good.
They told you guys Omaha has something.
Yeah, finally something out of Omaha. Nate, you're right. There is something out of Omaha. So you got us finally, Nate.
Well, Terrence Crawford makes the joke all the time that, hey, we don't have a whole lot of major sports out here, so I represent for Omaha. He'll say that kind of stuff from time to time. But I don't want to make it all about boxing, man. I know that.
No, that's cool.
Ladies in the panel, so you guys can check me out at Retro Boxing and Documentaries or Blood Boxing. I have both pages of the fact.
Well, you are a mod on here, so when you get off, just drop your link, man. Anybody wants to go over there and sub you up, I'm sure they will. And I really highly recommend you do, because it's I mean, you get really good people on there. I like that. I like Bruce Gass too. Bruce is a super cool guy.
Yeah, I get a lot of guys. I get a lot of older guys because I'm 50 myself. So a lot of the guys who come to my page, they're older guys. They're like 40. They're in between 45 and they could be up to 70 something years old. I have a guy that comes on my page all the time who's in his 70s. Quite a few of those guys, actually. So I got a lot of older people over there. They like me because I talk about the old school and the days of Ali. And, I take it back to the 70s and 80s, which is when I was growing up and stuff like that. So they really like me a lot. So a lot of the older guys will come and check me out. And Bruce Gass is just one out of several of them. My demographic is mostly guys who are like around my age range in the 50s and 40s.
If you want to ever hear somebody absolutely destroy these young generation talking about boxing, just listen to Blood. It's hilarious.
Well, you know what? I got a lot of guys who come over too that are in their 20s and they get smart with me. So I put them in their place, man.
Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it.
A bit older, and they're really disrespectful, this younger generation. I'm not just talking boxing. They're disrespectful altogether. So I'm real quick to put youngsters in their place, and I do it all the time. I do it in my real life too. I have a 25-year-old daughter. I'll put them in their place if they get out of line, bro.
It's like I said, don't mess with Florida man. Don't mess with Florida man.
That's right. That's right, man.
So you geared up and ready for Christmas?
Yeah, man. I'm ready for Christmas, ready for the new year, and ready for this whole thing to be over with, to be honest.
Yeah, let's reboot.
Yeah, that's right.
Try 2024. Try that.
I'll tell you what, the more time goes by and the older we get, the quicker the years go by. Have you guys on the panel ever noticed that the older you get, the faster the years go by?
Retro, I just spent Christmas afternoon with my 4-year-old nephew, and I am feeling every bit my 47 years right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I love him to death, but as I was saying, he goes from 0 to 45 million in less than 10 seconds. And
that age.
My grandfather explained that to me years ago. He said, you know what? When you're 2, 1 year is 50% of your life. Yeah. When you're 3, well, you know what I mean? So as you start getting the years, they go by faster because it's a less percentage of your life, and it just, your mind works that way. And
Arnie Mega's on crutches, and of course Ollie wants to play chasings, and Arnie Meg looks at him and holds up the crutches, and he's like, no, you are playing chasings with me. Yeah.
You have to have a lot of energy to deal with a 4-year-old,
Oh, and retro, he also has just been diagnosed with autism. So, yeah, I love him to death, but I'm going to have a very early night tonight.
I just noticed I've been muted for like 30 minutes probably.
Really,
I'm
Chloe? I didn't even know you were still here,
being
brother.
ignored. I was being ignored, and I'm like, "What the hell? What's going on?" And I'm starting checking my soundboard, and I'm like, "Hell, everything's working." But my damn screen was muted.
Hey, speak of the devil. Look at that, Bruce Gas Boxing.
Bruce Gas, we were just talking about you.
We were just talking about
I
you,
call
my
him the
friend.
super OG Bruce Gas. That's the super. Every time he comes to my page, I say, "Okay, there's the super OG Bruce Gas." You know.
That's awesome. Good to see you, Bruce Gas. Well, Merry Christmas to you, my friend.
He might hit the link. Sometimes
Yeah.
Bruce will hit the link and he'll come on.
Yeah, Bruce. I mean, yeah, the link's pinned
Bruce,
up at the
come
top
on
of
here
the
real
channel.
quick, Bruce. Bruce, come on, man.
I love it. You know, he's been getting a lot of really good interviews as well here lately. With a lot of these, I forget who was the heavyweight champ he had on.
Tim Witherspoon.
Yeah.
He
That was really cool.
He talks to a lot of the old fighters. He knows a lot of them personally and stuff. He said it's too late for him to get on. So, okay, Bruce.
Merry Christmas.
All right.
Well, Merry Christmas, Bruce. Everybody
Merry
sum up
Christmas,
Bruce Gas too. He does some great interviews with some of these older fighters and stuff. It's really cool. I spend half my time in these boxing communities, to be honest.
Yeah, because I met you when you came over to Black and Brown. That's how I met you.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, that's
They get such a
free smoke though. That's a crazy atmosphere over there.
yeah, it's fun. I mean, I really like a few of those people. But some of them, you get a lot of the younger people that just come in and won't shut up, and it's just
Exactly.
Just update for y'all. I know y'all wouldn't care less, but Santa is going to Arkansas real quick.
Going to Arkansas now, huh?
Nate, are you tracking Santa, Nate?
Yeah, I know where at. Yeah.
Okay. Nate's tracking Santa.
Wow, fools. Bring the young man. Are you tracking Santa? Yeah. Like, make him feel bad.
Oh,
Wow.
Nate doesn't feel bad. Nate still believes in Santa. He admitted it the other night.
What's your problem? I do.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Where's Santa at, Nate?
Last I didn't see him, but he was in Shreveport, Louisiana.
Oh, he's
Three.
down south. Okay.
And he's heading for St. Louis, Missouri, which is not that far from me. So, I don't know. Should I go?
He won't come to see you if you're awake.
That's my question. Is should I go sleep or?
Did you make cookies for him, Nate?
Nate, if you don't go to sleep.
I need to watch it. I didn't make cookies, but my mom does.
Okay.
She's a really good pastry chef. So,
If you don't go to bed, Santa doesn't come. Just a reminder.
Exactly. You'll get those lumps of
Okay.
coal.
That's what she said. No, sorry.
But yeah,
Well, I didn't say whether Santa was male or female, Gutter. So
couldn't
let's go
skip it, huh?
there. Hey, I've done Christmas. Christmas is done and dusted for another year. Let's go.
Now, Blood, are you a football fan at all?
Yes, I'm a football fan. I used to be an NFL guy, but not as much. I'm more of a college SEC type of guy now. I go with the Gators because that's where I went to school at. But I know we haven't had very many good years here recently. But there was a time where I was a serious NFL guy, but with all the rule changes and stuff over the years, I kind of turned sour away from the sport. All the targeting and stuff like that. When I was a fan of was Miami Dolphins your team?
Mine, yeah. I'm a Hurricanes, and I'm way more into college football too. I'll watch NFL a little bit, but I'm right there with you.
Yeah, when I was a big fan of the Miami Dolphins, Dan Marino and the Marx brothers were there and all that kind of stuff. So that's how long ago.
Yeah.
You know, when I really stopped was in 2000, early 2000s, I think is when I kind of got out of the NFL. I don't watch it as much as I used to. But the college, though, I do watch the college, though, and I love college football.
Yeah, we're big into that. Like you see, I mean, look at these people's avatars, you know.
Right.
Yeah, we're big into college football over here. That's
Oh, I know.
that's
I've been
pretty awesome.
following you. I've been following you now for about 7 to 8 months solid
Yeah,
now.
it's been a while.
Yeah,
It's been
man.
a while, and I love what you do. Like I was saying, man, your channel is awesome, dude.
So is yours. And that's why
Yeah.
I promote you. Every time I see you, I promote you. I'm like, you
Yeah,
guys
man, I
gotta go
appreciate
there
that.
and check them out. And because I love those quizzes, and the discussions are really good over here. Plus, it's an older crowd, and I appreciate you guys, man. You bring in a little bit of
Retro, why don't you come over and join the Voice of College Football and join the conversation sometime?
I will, man. What's your channel? And I'll go over there and subscribe tonight, man.
Well, it's not my channel, but I work with them a lot. It's the Voice of College Football.
Oh, okay.
And
we have subscribe to that, and I will come over. Absolutely.
Yeah, we're all linked in with that. Like I do the like Miami post game shows. Me and a couple other friends of mine, we do like the Miami Hurricanes post game shows. Joey does the West Virginia shows. We, kind of promote that in like a family of people, basically.
Yeah, I do a show called Big 12 Fan Zone that's brand new. We just started it, and West Virginia Fan Zone just started, or Mountaineer Fan Zone just started it. We have a lot of other shows, but that's on in the network, and there's all kinds of channels. So, but yeah, subscribe to Voice College Football and check us out.
I pop in and out of USC chats over there too occasionally.
Yeah, that's Tim Prangley and them boys over
and
there.
Tim, Tony, and the gang over there. But yeah, I'm in and out occasionally with those guys, as you can see. Fight on, fools.
Yeah, speaking of another person from there, there's Jackson Johnson. What's up, Jackson? Good to see you. Jackson, you're more than welcome to jump on too. The link's pinned up above.
I love talking sports with fans of the internet. I've been doing it for several years now, so I could come over and talk some football.
You'd enjoy it
because it's like it brings in people from all over the country, all over the world, global, and it's interesting just to talk to other people outside of your direct connection of people that are in your city or whatever. So I think it's great to interact with people from all over the world, man.
It's funny you say that, Retro. I am a diehard Seattle Seahawks 12, and yeah, like you said,
and you're all the way from Australia, and you're diehard Seahawks.
Yeah, I'm 4 months younger than the Seahawks, actually. But yeah, we say it all the time, on the chat I'm mod on. We've got, Seattle and the States. We've got Germany, England, South Africa, Australia, New Zealand. Yeah, it is just insane. And with things like this, it really helps bring people together. So, yeah.
So you don't watch Australian football or rugby?
I am a very big rugby fan, but of the New Zealand All Blacks.
Okay, all right. Yes.
Yeah. My main sports aside from NFL and hockey are rugby and cricket. Tomorrow,
Gutter Girl, are you a football fan?
Is she there?
Gutter Girl, are you still with us? She might have stepped away.
I have a question for Retro Boxing because we like to talk smack sometimes, and I'm just wondering, any truth to the rumor that the SEC is going to trade Florida for Florida State because Florida State could beat ACC teams? I'm just wondering.
Oh no! Shots fired! Shots fired!
Hey man, you know what, man? My younger brother and my older brother are major Florida State fans, and they've been giving it to me because Florida State had a better year this year and everything like that. So, we go back and forth with them all the time. But Florida State better stay out of the SEC. We don't want them over here, man.
Hey, we might be this might be something you're interested in. We might be going to the like a group of us going to the Miami Florida game next year to start out the season.
Nice.
So if you're
keep me informed on that, man. I'll come and go that way. No problem.
Yeah, we're thinking about there's a group of us, and we were all thinking about going and doing that and doing like the post game, from the stadium and stuff like that.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
I go to the Gator games here because I am actually in Gainesville, and I get my alumni tickets. So I go every now and then. I usually sell them for a good price though these days, but I love going to the games and tailgating. I still do a little bit of that from time to time. in Jacksonville for Florida, Georgia, and stuff like that. So yeah, I would love to go to that, man. Keep me informed, man.
Yeah.
You know, I'll
Yeah,
come out there
definitely.
with you guys. Definitely, I'll come and meet with you guys.
Yeah, well, yeah, we're going to try to figure it out if we do it. Like we'll all buy ticket, like group together so we can all sit together. Blah blah blah, do the whole 9 yards and go to the game and have a good time.
That sounds great, man. I would enjoy that. Absolutely. I don't drink though. I stopped drinking a long time ago, but but I'll come out and have a really good time though.
Not everybody does. Not everybody does.
Maybe not the group. No, never mind, Fools.
My wife doesn't drink either. She can have one drink and then, it's like, wow.
Right.
I'm carrying her home,
But Mrs. Fools is of a smaller stature than most Fools, so one is enough. No disrespect.
Right. Yeah. She's
Sorry, I forgot that it was going to put it up there right away. But I was just sharing your merchandise store.
Fools is
I
got
was gonna put
merch.
it at the bottom. So I was going to put it at the bottom so we could talk about it a little bit.
Wow.
Hey, I'm gonna just go on mute. I got to go check on my food and stuff.
Yeah, do all that, man. Do all that.
Hey, Fools, you must know I got money from my brother for Christmas because you're putting up your merch to tempt me.
Go on. Look at that. You can get you some cool stuff right there.
I need some shot glasses, so those shot glasses are looking good.
Yeah, look at this. Joey just redid our store. Just I guess we got it back going a day or so ago. And there's all kinds of cool stuff we got going here.
Are you
Those are-
showing me
those
the
are
shot
beautiful.
glasses?
Those
Oh,
are
it's a
beautiful.
pint glass.
Uh-huh.
I like the glasses.
I like the glasses. But see, if I'm drinking alcohol, I don't want Fools' name on it to ruin it for me.
It'll taste better, Megan. Hey,
Uh,
look, we got a guy in the chat named Alone Guy. He's just asking if somebody would please gift him a gaming PC. I'll think about that, Alone Guy.
Alone guy, when I get mine, yeah. I
One
love
thing that
that.
tastes better is eggnog.
Get
Merry,
this and
Merry Christmas, Nanette. Merry Christmas, Cynthia
Merry
Nanette.
Christmas,
Good to see you.
Nanette. I love
every time
those.
you pour coffee in this, you can just think that you're pouring coffee over TF's head.
Right,
That's
there you go.
no, Joey. I will
Scalding
never,
coffee.
Joey. I will never cry over spilt milk, but spilt coffee is likely to have me doing 25 to life for murder. Why would I waste a cup of good
God, I
coffee
love it
on
here.
fools? No.
But,
Yeah, I do like that gutter girl. I like the way that she says it.
I've
Murder.
never seen it any other way
I would be
again.
happy to do 25 to life. Well, no, hang on, time out. Fools is next door. No, not so much.
Murder.
Oh, geez.
No, I will never cry over spilt milk because I'm dairy free, but spilt coffee is likely to have me murdering someone.
No, Joey, seriously, you did a really good job on that redoing that page there. So that's pretty good.
No, I will. Is
And-
that the link, Fools? Because I want to go and check that
That's
out.
the link. I just dropped the link to the
All
store.
right, let me have a
And
look.
that's right straight to
And
traveling. Fools.
let me say this real fast. We won't dwell on that, but the beauty of that link is it's a collaboration of people. So like, say you wanted the voice of college football, Mark Rogers, you just go up to the top and you click on Mark Rogers. If you wanted Exploring with Ben and Sam, you click on Exploring Ben and Sam. If you wanted Pigskin Pete, you can go over there and click on Pigskin Pete. Blah blah. So everybody's in there. It's a network.
Everyone's in. It's like a co-op type.
Right,
thing.
exactly. We all work together. We're friends.
That's
So,
cool.
And
Well-
and not all the merchandise is in there for all the creators yet. I try to have a couple items in there for all of them, but they're not all in yet. So, hopefully about one more week, and I'll have all the products on everybody's thing. Products just changed on us, so we had to switch. But yeah, we got good products too, man. We don't sell junk. We don't sell junk either.
Hang on,
Everyone-
hang on, Fools. Talk me out of buying a Ben and Sam phone case for my phone. Talk me out of that now because I'm about to do it. Can you stop me from that, please, Fools? I will
I
buy
can't
one.
stop you. I can't stop you. I love
No,
Benny
No,
Sam.
well, Fools, I actually like your phone case, but if I get one from Ben and Sam, I can't get yours. So talk me out of it.
Well, I'm not going to do. You pick the one you like the best and order away.
I actually like them all. That's the bloody problem. I've only got one phone, but don't let that stop me from buying them all.
You can change them every week.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of actually.
And
Oh,
they're good quality cases too. I've
Yeah.
got one of my phone. They're three layers, so you got like three layers of protection. They're nice. They're
Do
the, they're
you-
the phones. They're the phone cases they sell at like AT&T and stuff for
Oh,
$60.
God, oh, wow, you've got the iPhone 15 Pro. That's I've got the new 15 Pro phone. Oh, excellent.
Yeah, we got them all.
I'm going to have to get that, fools. I'm going to have to get it. Just going to have to do it. Pigs in heat.
And there you go.
There you
Look at
go,
the
fools.
fireworks show. I like the fireworks show there, TF.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, you got to put yourself on full screen and do that again, TF. Put yourself on full screen and set some fireworks off.
You're muted.
And
God
Crimson,
damn it, I'm always muted. Jesus.
Crimson, hang on. Is Santa Claus
There you go.
costume supposed to scare us? No, it's supposed to make us reevaluate our belief in Santa Claus.
That's pretty cool.
That is cool.
Cool.
Fools, I want to know why they came out of your ass. I'm just asking.
Well, exactly.
Anyway.
Santa's on his way to Iowa.
All right, he's in Iowa. Well,
I better get some sleep then.
make sure you put the cookies out as well, Nate. Make sure you get those
I just
cookies
did,
put
yeah.
out. All right, cool.
And he's lactose intolerant, so make sure the milk is lactose free.
Yeah, I
All
didn't,
right,
that-
make sure it's some of that almond milk.
Yes, good point.
I didn't
Uh,
put eggnog in his cup, so
Fools, I'm going to love you and leave you, dear boy. Have a wonderful Christmas, everyone. I'm coming to
Yeah,
the
Merry
end of mine,
Christmas.
so
Good night,
Hey,
Meg.
Megan, this one time I'm gonna just say I love you and thanks for being here. Don't let that go to your head because starting the day after Christmas, I'm gonna hate you again. So
Oh, no.
I
We'll
hated you
all
5
remember.
seconds after you just said that, fool. So, no, actually, it was 0.2 of a second after you said it. But, I take it in the spirit in which it's intended, brother. So, yes, Merry Christmas to you all. And to all a good night.
yep.
So,
Merry
good
Christmas.
night, Megan.
take care, guys. Talk soon.
Well,
Bye.
I'm gonna see on here. I'm gonna stay on here for a little bit until Santa's like in Wisconsin right now. But
Well, you just keep giving us Nate. You just keep giving us Santa updates, okay? What's up, Mr. Duggar Fishing? My awesome YouTube lawyer, Mr. Duggar Fishing. If anybody ever needs any kind of YouTube law done, bird law, things of that nature, make sure you do contact Mr. Duggar Fishing. He is the best YouTube lawyer out there. What do you think about that?
agreed.
There you go. So Gutter Girl, yeah, you can actually say something now.
You're fine. I'm good. I'm just listening to you guys.
Ooga
Yeah,
booga.
I love Megan. She likes to take over a conversation.
Oh my gosh, she cracks me up.
I sometimes do too. So
Yeah.
Yeah, gotta love her.
I loved it. I thought it was funny that I sat there for 30 minutes with my mic muted, and I was talking to Rachel about boxing, and y'all were just talking over me, and I was like, damn, how come everybody just talking over me?
It's like what a bunch of rude.
Who is this Joey guy? Who is this Joey guy?
What's going on here? It's funny, man.
Yeah, that's really funny. So Gutter Girl, you got any like Christmas traditions you got to do tomorrow or anything like that? Family stuff? What do you got going?
Oh yeah. Well, today I always give the kids pajamas on Christmas Eve so that when we wake up in the morning and we unwrap presents, we're all dressed in cute pajamas. So they all came over tonight and we exchanged I gave them their pajamas basically, And then tomorrow morning, they'll all come over, and they're actually coming late though. And we will open all of our presents and take pictures and all that good stuff. And I'll get dinner going, and then we'll have dinner. We're probably not going to eat till later, but we're having prime rib. So,
Oh, shoot, where's the invite?
I know.
Yeah, it's not that far of a ride across the country. So
that's right. It's not that far. Yeah. So it's, it's usually just us and our kids. So we have 3 kids, and then 2 of our kids have one kid apiece. So, there's only 8 of us, and it's pretty nice.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is cool.
Yeah.
Well, what's not cool is the pictures.
Yeah. Well,
in my opinion, but I know it's a mom thing and stuff because I have a mom that does it. So
yeah, gotta have pictures.
Speaking of pictures, let me see if I can find a picture of Nate the Great. Now I'm 6'1". I always like to say this. This is Nate the Great and I.
Jeez.
He's an absolute monster. I'm 6'1", and this is Nate the Great and I standing next to each other.
You look like 5'11".
I look like a fidget.
No doubt.
How tall is Nate the Great? How tall is he?
He's got to be 6'5".
Yeah, 6'5", 6-ish. Yeah,
6'6".
He's taller than I am. I'm 6'4". So
and he's broad. I mean, he's big.
Yeah, I mean, I'm 6'1", and I mean, the guy just towers over me.
No, I'm not like butterball big, but I'm still big.
He's a big guy.
Yeah,
you're
5'3", definitely. Holy moly.
Yeah, Gutter Girl, you would look like an elf next to Nate.
Yeah, just call me a gnome.
Right, we put one of those little hats on you. You'd be rocking.
A fun fact: I actually lost a little bit of pounds. I lost like 10 pounds, I think. That was the last time. Well, not last time, but the latest. I went to the doctor, and the nurse.
And he told you was fat, didn't he, Nate?
No, but I was big.
Now I got to say this too: at the Slob Olympics, Nate showed up in a Hooters outfit.
Oh God!
At the Slob Olympics, that's 100% true. He showed up in a Hooters costume.
Yeah, I had
at the Slob Olympics.
Courage to do it.
I don't know what to say. It depends on what kind of attire that was.
It was pretty rough.
I mean,
it was pretty rough.
But yes, it was rough. But I mean, if I would have, like, what's the word? Just leave it on like for longer until voting for the best costume, I would have won that. But I don't know how I didn't win it, but I think it's because I didn't wear it that long. But who knows?
No, Nate's always full of interesting things. Another funny thing Nate did, which this is why I love Nate the Great so much. So we're at this place, right? And we take a break, and because we all meet up, a couple times a year, a bunch of YouTubers and stuff like that, and everybody meets up. And so there's this street festival going on, and there's all these food trucks. And I mean, anybody who knows how good food trucks are, I love food trucks. And there's a taco food truck, which is, the best. Normally you can get the best tacos, anything out of there. Nate DoorDashed Taco Bell.
And there was like freaking traffic. I was like, how the hell? I mean, I was even surprised that the driver got through that. But yes, I had.
Nate comes walking back, goes out there and meets a person in a car that sat through traffic to get to this festival and to all this stuff. He comes back carrying Taco Bell, and we're like, "There's a damn taco truck sitting right here." Like, why would you go to Taco Bell?
I don't know if you remember this, TF, but you remember that? I think it was on. So we were there Thursday, or it was some day, around early March, and I think it was on Friday. Yeah, Friday we were going. We were going to like different restaurants or chain restaurants in that town, and I got like 15 different freaking foods at that one noon. Remember that?
Yeah,
Or-
this guy's he's an eating machine. I love Nate the Great though. Nate is great. Nate the Great's awesome.
And if you want to see the events we did, you gotta check out some highlights of it. But yeah,
Yeah, anybody that wants to see Nate in a Hooters costume, just go to my videos and type in Slob Olympics, and you'll see Nate in a Hooters costume. It's
I'll fall my
yeah,
freaking
so,
face.
yeah. I'm sure the views are going to go way up on that video now.
But yeah, I can't wait for the Slob Olympics, but I know it's
Panama City Beach, baby. Panama City
Yep.
Beach, March the 1st. What is it? What's the date, Nate? March the 1st
March 1st to
to the 3rd this
Yeah.
year. Panama City Beach, the Redneck Riviera. We will all be there in costume, competing. Bloody. You're more than welcome to come over there and check that out too. Bunch of college football YouTubers, stuff like that. You'd have a blast.
And plus, you
It's
don't have to be a
fun
college
as shit.
fan. I mean, you can just show up and have a good time. I mean, you don't have to be a college football fan or whatever. But
Yeah.
it's just for a good time. And
For a good time, just look for the guy in the Hooters outfit.
yeah, hell no, I'm not gonna
Good
bring
time.
that.
Did you write
I
your
mean-
number on the bathroom wall down there, Nate?
What's up?
Did you write your number on the bathroom wall down there?
Maybe.
And you had the Hooters uniform on. That had to be funny.
I might have clogged the toilet too.
What's up, Jack Moreno? Love you too, brother. Merry Christmas, man. Hope you and your family have a blessed Christmas. Thanks for coming by, man.
Yeah,
Merry Christmas to you, brother.
yeah. I remember I was like 275 when I was at Pete's house, and now I'm like, actually, I don't know what weight is now, but last time I checked it was like so I was 275 before, so probably 265. I shrunk, so I'm not gaining a few pounds, but I don't know.
Well, I'm glad you lost a little weight there.
Yeah, I want to get in shape, but at the same time, I'm a slob.
Right. You were looking good in that. You were looking good in that Hooters costume, but
And
you could slim up just a little bit. You know.
Oh,
You're not only a slob, you're the most valuable slob.
what's up?
You're not only a slob, you're the most valuable slob. You're a
Oh,
reigning
that's right.
champion of that, or former champion of that, right?
Yeah, and Coach Coop was the last year's MVS.
Well, Nate, where's Santa at right now, Nate? Yeah, you better hurry up, man. You better get to sleep before Santa, comes. You don't want him to miss your house.
So last seen, he was at Winnipeg, Canada, and he's heading
Is he
for.
lost? Is he
Huh?
lost? He went from Arkansas to Iowa, and now he's in Canada.
Yeah, he was in Des Moines, Iowa, like I don't know, 45 minutes ago.
I guess he's just looking for kids that are asleep and jumping around the world.
Probably,
Right.
but some town called Sand Lakes Provincial Park, Manitoba. I don't know how. I guess he's going there. I guess there's people there.
Oh, then he's at Godless's house. What's up, Godless? Godless, are you asleep? He just said he's like going through Manitoba.
Yeah.
What's up, Godless? Good to see you, brother.
But yeah, I'll update like every
$100 for a
2
picture of
minutes.
him, godless.
But,
Yeah, if you could get a picture of Santa Godless, send it in right now. Nate would really like to see it.
and
Nate would
also,
really like to see it.
Manitoba is the same time zone as me, so I mean, it's 11:44 my time, but
Oh, there you go. All right, man. Well, Nate, just Get them cookies out there. Get that milk ready. Santa's going to be at your house before you know it, dude. You don't want to miss out. Isn't that right, Gutter Girl? I mean, tell him, Gutter Girl. You're a mom, Gutter Girl. You got to tell this guy. You know.
I don't know, but if I was Santa, I would want steak.
Oh, okay.
So not cookies,
Oh.
steak, ribeye.
I mean, he probably would have had steak on his off time on his summer break. But yeah, you know, I actually, I know this is we are focused on this year TF, like this year's Slav Olympics site and stuff. I guess you can call me Bal or whatever, but what city or state would you go next if the Slav Olympics was over, like right now? If it was right now, like what state?
If I was Santa, are you asking where I would go next?
No. I meant like for the Slav Olympics next site.
Oh, the next time I think we should go to a Cancun.
That could be a good idea, actually, but price range. But I was thinking more like coastal Texas or something like that.
Texas would be fun too. I've tried to do it in Miami, but nobody wants to bite on that one. But that would be it.
I wouldn't mind.
West Coast is hard because most of us are on the East Coast, but West Coast is still up there. You got to put in a bid. See, that's what happens now. Is when the planning comes around. So come about July, August, right before college football season starts, everybody puts in a bid and makes a video and says why it should be where this place is.
Oh,
and then people, the collective kind of, gives their inputs and stuff like that. And the powers that be make the final decision. But, it's, West Coast isn't out of the question. You just got to make a convincing video.
I know Midwest is out of, is disqualified, and also New England states.
We're not going to Nebraska, Nate.
Well, that's what I said. Midwestern states are disqualified, which I'm fine with, and also New England is disqualified in my opinion because their winters are more worse than Nebraska. So, but I would say if I had to pick, if I were the judge or whatever, what about either Southern Kentucky or coastal North Carolina or something like that?
We could do it in Kentucky. We could do it inside Mammoth Cave. That would be fun.
Actually, that's not good. That's a great idea. Is that a national park?
Yeah, it's a national park. We could do it inside Mammoth Cave. Hide and go seek could be one of the games. We never see Nate again.
Yes, I'm a really good hide and seek guy. If you know what I mean, TF.
And we never saw Nate again.
You never. I think it was this last Slav Olympics. I got lost and stuff.
I know. You always get lost. I don't want to put you in a cave, dude. We'll never find you again. Especially not there. There's like that. What is it called? Like Devil's Hole or some kind of thing in Mammoth Cave, Like, remember the old Tom Sawyer movie where they, Yeah, we don't need that. Doesn't Injun Joe fall down? Doesn't Injun Joe fall down the hole to hell or something like that in the old Tom Sawyer movie?
Doing that. No, I'm good.
Yeah.
But we should suggest a hide and seek. I don't know. But that's gonna be
it's gonna be at a beach this year, so it's gonna be hard to hide on a beach. I mean, especially when you're wearing a Hooters costume and you're 6'5".
Well, you can blend in. You can blend in the sand if you're like nudie. So
okay, all right, cool.
I mean, I'm not wrong. So yeah, I just. I've been doing my research, like for next year and stuff. But I asked Google what is the warmest place in the United States? Well, obviously Arizona, but what is the warmest place in the South that could host to event in cities? And it came up with like Texas, Alabama, Mississippi, whoever.
Yeah, exactly. We could do New Orleans. That would be fun.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too. But
I'm
the
not
thing
doing
is-
push-ups on Bourbon Street though. Not a chance.
The thing is, but we got if we do that, I mean, it was hurricane season in the summer. That's the thing. If I mean,
Yeah, we're going to Mexico. I'm going to push for Mexico. Let's just go to Mexico and do it.
I'm gonna push for West Virginia.
Joey's going to push for West Virginia.
Yeah.
I'm going to
Yeah,
push
I'm
for
I'm gonna
Mexico.
vote for San
Yeah,
Diego,
I'm up here,
California.
go up here in the mountains in March, in early March.
Yeah, so screw that.
San Diego, California. There you go. That's my vote.
San Diego would be great. That would be a great place to be in March.
Yeah, but the waters would be fucking freezing.
The water's always cold. All those West Coast. That's why you always see those West Coast nerds wearing those turtlenecks in the in
I
the
didn't
winter,
know.
at the beach.
Well, it'd be a good site, even though it's really pricey though. Hawaii.
Vegas.
Well,
Vegas would be cool.
I really wish they'd make it like a different time of year because,
Yeah.
first of March kind of rules a lot of places out. It's still cold first of
Yeah.
March. Hell, I
Denver,
mean, the
Colorado.
year we went to Gatlinburg, and you remember this, Nate the Great. The year we went to Gatlinburg, woke up with snow on the ground. So
It was a damn blizzard. It was like 8 degrees and it snowed like
oh, yeah,
9 inches.
Yeah, if you do it in July, you could do it in a lot of places here on the West Coast.
it went
I'm
9
sorry
inches.
about
It's about a
that.
half inch.
No, it wasn't. It was about 5-6 inches. I was exaggerating.
No, it
Literally,
I
went-
was so
No.
I'm so sorry that I did that to y'all.
it was fun though. Either way, it was
I
fun.
know, but Pete falling, that's fun. But yeah, it's gonna be fun, like I said. But Santa has last seen Santa has passed North Dakota. I mean,
Well, you better get ready for bed, Nate. You better get ready for bed, man. Santa's
I
going to
know.
be at your house before you know it.
well,
You better do that. So let's hear from some other people on this esteemed
all right.
panel.
Merry Christmas, guys.
Merry Christmas, Nate. I hope you get everything you wish for. All right, moving on.
So-
I love Nate the Great.
Got a girl. Where are you from?
I am originally from Idaho, but I reside in Oregon.
Oregon.
Yeah. Yes, very close to Portland.
Are you a Ducks fan
I'm
or a Beaver fan?
not a huge football freak, but because I hate orange, I'm a Ducks fan.
Okay, all right, there you
He just asked you. Never mind. He just asked you if you're ducks or beaver.
go.
Here, that's
How do you not ask that question? You know?
well, here that's the going question. I mean, you fall one way or the other here.
Yeah.
So yeah. But yeah, I the only time I cared about football was when my kids were in football. And as soon as they got out of it, I was like, whew, glad I'm done with that shit. So I hated it.
But the Ducks
It's
have a cool
world.
uniform. They do. I have to admit that.
The only way that I was able to stay even in tune with it was I kept stats. So for one, it helped me learn the game and to know what the hell my kids were doing, and it kept me in the game. So it worked. But yeah.
What position did your children play? What position did they play in the football field?
Sean played tight end. Matt usually played safety. But Sean was usually tight end. So yeah.
Okay, so you learned both sides of the ball. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. I did stats mostly for Sean's team, but I did do some stats for Matthew. So, yeah, I learned it pretty good. I was still though, it was really hard for me to just sit there and because for one, my oldest son is extremely aggressive, so he didn't do anything like lightly. Like when he took somebody out, he took out like half the team in the process, and he always went. So it always just scared the shit out of me just watching him. So yeah, but after I got over that initial holy cow, he just took that kid out, then it was like, okay, that was fine. Because I was right down there on the field doing the stats, so I was right next to it usually when shit went down. So it took me a little bit.
Did you take stats on how much people he took out? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
listen, I'm gonna pop out of here. But Merry Christmas to everybody. Love all you guys. P.F., are you still here?
Oh, of course I'm still here. I'm just sitting there listening. I'm giving other people a chance to talk. We had Megan and we had Nate, so I just
I'm gonna pop out. Hopefully some other people will come and join in. I'm gonna keep listening on TV, but man, I gotta crash.
Joey, love you, Joey. Merry Christmas to you and Yvette. Always great having you on here, man.
Yeah, love y'all. You guys too. Merry Christmas.
Nice
y'all have a great one.
Merry Christmas.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, Joey. There we go. And then it was 3. I didn't really expect this stream to even, have. What's up, Pete McGaha? Good to see you, brother. P Digits as well. Merry Christmas, my friend. Love you. Yeah, it's Christmas night, so I don't really know what's going on these YouTube streets. This is just kind of like a pop-up fun, never know what you're gonna get.
That's right. Yeah.
We got a couple interesting people so far.
Yeah. Megan's so funny to listen to. She cracks me up. She just, she reminds me of my youngest son. Like that woman can go for, when my son was about 3, we went to the coast and we were standing in the candy store, and there was this little girl that was about 3, and as soon as she walked in, he started talking to her, and he never shut up until they walked out the door. And while he was talking to her, her dad finally leaned down and he just looked at Matthew and he said, "Do you breathe?" Because Matt just never shut up the entire time. He talked and that's what Megan reminds me of.
Yeah, I swear sometimes Megan doesn't take a breath. I don't know how. I think she could go underwater for like an hour.
I know. You have one hell of a lung capacity.
I love her. I love her to death. I'm not teasing, but yeah, this is who she is. So she likes to talk.
Yeah, she's funny girl.
Sergeant Tom Bales, Merry Christmas to you, brother. Always great to see you.
Yes,
we've got dyslexic BVD in here as well. Merry Christmas, people. Crimson Brave. Oh, geez. So what else going on? Blood. What do you got going on for the Christmas and all that jazz? You got anything fun? You got any cool traditions or anything like that? What you got?
Well, not this year. I'm going to go over to my brother's house for Christmas. My brother's a chef. Him and his wife love to cook, so they're doing a lot of cooking right now. So I'll just travel about an hour out and go over there and spend the Christmas with them. And my mom would be there, and some other family members, my other brother, and just spend a little bit of time with my family and get to see my daughter and a few. I'm not doing a whole lot, really.
Right.
It changes. You know what? I'm a divorced man, so things change when you get divorced. You know what I'm saying? So I'm back to the old ways of doing things now. So.
Well, the older you get too, like kids grow up and stuff like that, it's a little bit easier. Yeah, when you're young and your kids are young and blah blah blah. It's all about that. I think the older you get, the more you realize it's more about just seeing family, going to, doing the small things that are really important in life. You don't have to do the hustle and bustle. I mean, we all remember those nights sitting up at 3 a.m. trying to put that damn, 50 different pieces of some stupid truck together or some kind of thing like that.
Christmas was a lot different in the 1980s before the internet era in the 70s and the 80s. So, things are a lot different now, man. But I'll tell you what, I always look forward to this time of year, and then I look forward to the new year. I like to have a lot of fun in the new year. Usually I'll go meet up with my old college buddies or something like that and go out or something. But I'm always trying to make these New Year's resolutions, like I'm gonna be more into health this coming year, and then another year goes by, man, and I'm in the same spot that I was in the year before.
Well, I've quit smoking on New Year's Eve like 20 times.
Do you smoke cigarettes?
Yeah. Right now, I hate it. I'm gonna quit.
I quit smoking in 2016, and I couldn't hardly breathe. I woke up a couple nights where I was literally gasping for air. And so that was what made me quit. And it was super, super simple for me. I mean, so simple. Like
Did you go cold turkey?
Huh?
Did you cold turkey? Did you go cold turkey?
Cold turkey.
Wow.
And it was so simple. And so I have never wanted to pick up a cigarette because I just know it won't be that simple again. So now I'm like, a lot of people will, they'll fall off the wagon or whatever. I'm like, no, I don't even drinking. I don't care. I'm like, no, hell no. Well,
see, I've started noticing, like, we do a lot of like snorkeling and diving and stuff like that. And man, I've really started noticing and catching up to. I mean, I've been an athlete my whole life, played, college sports, did the whole thing, and now I'm like, I start doing these things and I'm like, it's catching up with me. Yeah, and I realized that. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, I can only dive for, I used to be able to go under there for a minute and a half, 2 minutes, something. And now I'm like, 30, 40 seconds later, coming up out of the water. Like, this sucks,
I didn't realize how much it had changed for me until we hiked Crater Lake. And we had done tons of hiking in tons of places. And I mean, we could pretty much do some extravagant hiking, but we had hiked down to the lake and went and you take a boat and go across and to this island and hang out there. And we hiked around, Marvin fished and stuff. And then we came back. And we hiked up out of there in 27 minutes. And when we got to the top, there was a ranger up there. And she asked us what we had just done the hike in. And we told her 27 minutes. And she said, holy shit, that's amazing. Because, I mean, every employee that worked there had to hike in and out of this place. And I mean to tell you, it was straight up and down. I mean, if you know anything about Crater Lake, it's incredible. And so I couldn't believe that we did it. And afterwards I was like, wow.
I'm proud.
Yeah, it was like, it was that potent smoking that did it.
Right.
We also went to Alaska to Anchorage, and we hiked up it's called Flat Top, and it's quite the hike. And it's pretty quick, but I mean, it's straight up and down. And when you get up there, the wind's blowing sideways and about blows you right off the mountain. And anyways, I beat my husband and my sister-in-law back down off of it. And neither of them smoked, and I had smoked. I actually hadn't quit smoking yet when I hiked down out of there. So I was quite the avid hiker, but man, after quitting smoking, it was amazing. It took a couple of years though. It was, probably.
I need to do the same.
Me too, because I still smoke cigarettes as well. I stopped smoking weed about a year ago, over a year, but cigarettes have been really hard. It's harder to quit than weed.
Oh,
Yeah.
see, I still smoke the weed. I can't.
You got a girl's like, I didn't give that one up.
No,
You know.
fuck that. No, no, everybody around me would like to live, so I'm pretty certain they'd just go buy it for me and give it to me. There's no way. No.
Yeah, and Pete Digis makes a good point. He says, I miss the 80s Christmas. I mean, growing up, kids these days will never know, like rushing out to get the Sears wish book and circling all those things in the Sears wish book.
Wow.
I also don't think they'll understand the minimalist of it, because now it's like we give them everything. Like everything, like, I mean, I give my grandkids everything. Now, I noticed that my kids are not doing that quite as much as I did. So I am kind of glad about that. But I noticed like all their friends around them, they're giving everything. I mean, like, it's crazy.
It's ridiculous. We didn't get shit growing up. I mean, it's like, I mean, we got stuff, and I came from a pretty privileged upbringing. I'm not going to lie about that. But I mean, even at compared to what, like I'm getting to the G.I. Joe, F-15 or whatever, thinking I'm like cool as hell and some things. And that was on. Now they're getting like fancy electronics and all this shit. It's like,
there wasn't a lot of electronics out back then. We had in the early 80s, I was waiting on an Atari, a Commodore 64 one time.
Remember playing basketball on Atari? Remember how horrible that was? Remember the old basketball game where you're like, bloop, bloop, bloop.
Hey, it was good back then, though, because
it was awesome.
we look back on it now, but it was good back then, I tell you.
It was fucking awesome. It was the coolest thing. My dad and brother and I, that and knock hockey. Remember the old game knock hockey? But I mean, we used to sit up till late at night, playing these games, and they were horrible.
Tonk, the ones that
Right.
is that the one you mean? Like tonk.
And the game Adventure on Atari, that was always the best one. Remember, you had to you never could figure out what the fuck was actually going on. You had to run away from some weird duck thing chasing you around. It was supposed to be a dragon or something. It's like, what is the point of this? You got a key in your hand.
Block
Like,
graphics, man.
I never was much for like Super Mario and those ones. I hated that game. The whole
that's the legendary game.
mhm.
I hated it. I absolutely hated it. I liked games like Skyhawk 2000, like airplane game. I like the ones where I was blowing shit up and flying all over. I love that kind of game. But man,
Hey, the best game ever, Mike Tyson's Punch Out. Was that when that came out on Nintendo? Hey, Blood, do you remember this? 007-373-5963. I know it like my social security number. That was the code to Mike. That was the code to Mike Tyson.
Yeah. I played it all the time too, man. It took me a long time to beat Mike Tyson, but
Oh yeah, I can still beat his ass. I can still.
really?
Beat his ass. Oh yeah, it's fun.
Years. I haven't played in the years, but I had a Commodore 64 too, and Commodore 64s had like thousands of games because we would use these floppy disks. I don't know if y'all remember that.
Oh yeah,
floppy disks, and you just go over to your friend's house, copy the disc, and then you have a whole bunch of games. But you remember arcade rooms used to be popular when we were kids.
Oh, it was awesome. You'd go to an arcade, and that was awesome.
my daughter actually still takes her daughter to the arcade. They have arcades here, and it's kind of cool because they have a lot of the old time games, and it's pretty cool. So they go there quite frequently. So
Hey, let me real quick just say a big thanks to Kaylee, $1.99 super chat. She says, "Merry Christmas, Kaylee. Merry Christmas to you too and your family. Thank you so much. Many best wishes for the new year and all that. And Merry Christmas. We really do appreciate it."
Merry Christmas, Kaylee.
Yeah, I think the arcade thing was it was so we went to a Christmas party about 2 weeks ago, and it was in this bar, and the whole place was retro games, like arcade machines.
That's
Were all over the place.
Crazy in there, man.
It was Oh my God, I was like a kid in a candy store. My wife kept being like, "Come on back over here and talk to these people." I'm like, "No, I'm playing Mortal Kombat." I made it all the way to Goro. I couldn't beat the son of a bitch in Mortal Kombat, but I'm like, I'm taking on Chom. I remembered fatalities and all kinds of stuff. I'm like, "Hey, you motherfuckers, bring it on!" I put $1 million into this thing in quarters back in the day. You know? Yeah, it was so fun.
I liked Centipede. That was another one of mine that
that's an awesome game. Centipede.
I loved that game.
I lost a lot of quarters in Centipede.
Me too.
Dig Dug, Donkey
Dig
Kong,
Dug.
Pole Position.
Pole Position was great. What was the other one? What was the other driving game? It was something California or something. And you would actually sit in a car. Oh shit! What was that called?
I can't remember.
Yeah, and you actually had the steering wheel, and you could shift the gears and do the whole thing.
Yeah. You could actually sit in the.
Yeah.
What was that called again? I forgot the name of that. But you know what?
Cruising. Was it Cruising USA?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, was it Cruising USA? Something like that.
I wasn't very good at that game, and I didn't want to lose quarters. So you know how you had to be kind of selective with the games because
we got
you
so
can
many.
blow through quarters very fast if you didn't know how to play the game.
Spy Hunter. Remember Spy Hunter?
Spy Hunter was cool.
It was great. You had to drive. You put the oil out behind you. You're like, oh, I got
man,
you driving it back in the semi truck. It's like, oh yeah, cool.
Pete brings up Mrs. Pac-Man. I had Pac-Man. We had it memorized. Like if you went a certain way, you could get all the dots cleared, and so we had it memorized which way was the best way to go. And if you did it in a certain amount of times, the ghost couldn't eat you. And so, yeah, we had that shit down pat.
Oh yeah, there was a pattern, but Miss Pac-Man had different boards, whereas Pac-Man, you only had one board the whole time.
Yes.
I love the chat. I love the chat here. We're getting Cubert, Miss Pac-Man, Pitfall. Pitfall was great. Frogger.
Defender, that was a good one. Defender was a really good one.
Defender is one of my favorites of all time.
Yes.
That was great. What was the worst? Remember Raiders of the Lost Ark? And you had to use you thought it was going to be so cool, but then you had to use 2 controllers and you never could. And you had to float down this thing. It was like the worst video game ever.
Yeah.
Didn't Defender have the ball?
Defender didn't have a ball. I think you're thinking of Centipede.
Was it Centipede that just had the ball?
I think Defender had a stick, if I'm not mistaken. I think. I'm not sure though. You might be correct on that. You might be correct.
Yeah, that's hard to remember.
I can't.
I know Centipede. The other game you mentioned had the ball.
Maybe that's why I'm. Yep.
Tetris.
Zona Tucson. Good to see you, brother. Merry Christmas to you too, buddy. Merry Christmas. And Wendy says, you even read the chat. Yeah, I see you, Wendy. I see you. Hey, the link is pinned to the top. Anybody's welcome to jump on. Except for Megan.
Now she's going to come on and kick your
ass. I know, damn it. Don't say her name 2 more times. She'll show up like fucking Beetlejuice or something. No, I love the old games. The old games were the best.
In the 80s, man, as far as Christmas, since it's Christmas, I think when we were younger, we would gather up as a family more and watch things like Charlie Brown's Christmas. You remember National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation? We'll get together as families and we will watch this stuff. And the same stuff will come out every year. But we enjoyed it, though, just hanging around.
It's a Wonderful Life. And
all those Christmas specials and stuff like that. That seems to be lost. That's not around anymore.
Everything's lost in this modern day society. Everything that's good has been taken away from us.
It's kind of one of the reasons that I have tried to make sure that Christmas Eve and our holidays, I always make sure to have dinner so that my kids know to come home. They know to, because they're all gone now. So it's, I try to always have dinner and make sure they're here. We've lived in the same home for 32 years. So 30 years. So, they know where home is. And so we just continue to, have it here, and they always know they can come home. So this year, them not being home for Christmas Eve, well, they were here, but they were here earlier. So normally at this time of night, we would be, eating popcorn, and we would actually be playing a game. One of the games that we've picked up that we love is the Saran Wrap ball game. And that is the funnest game ever. And I don't know if you guys know anything about it, but
I don't know that game. Yeah, tell us about that.
Oh my God, it's pretty awesome. So you take, you get a bunch of gifts, like just gift cards and little things, and you try to do some guys, some girl, or try to do, the universal shit. And you start by, you put the very biggest thing in the middle, and you start to wrap the Saran wrap around whatever the biggest gift is that's in there. And as you're wrapping, you put more gifts in, but you rip off pieces of Saran wrap to wrap around it, so that when it comes unwrapped, there's they're not able to just grab it and unroll it. They have to, there's like just pieces of Saran wrap, and in those pieces of Saran wrap are gifts. And so then after you get this all wrapped up with all these gifts, then on Christmas Eve, we take cooking mitts, and you have to wear the cooking mitts, and you get 15 seconds, I think it is, 15 seconds to unwrap the ball and get a gift out. And if you get a gift, you have to stop, even if it's before the 15 seconds. But then you move it on to the next person. And so you just keep playing this until you get it undone. Let me tell you, you want to talk about my kids? Oh, they are aggressive, and they will.
I like these ludicrous Christmas games. These are funny,
Oh, they are a blast. I'm telling you what.
Well, the cooking mitts is what makes it complicated.
Yes, exactly. It's very frustrating. You know what it's like to try to get.
Yeah, that would really make it complicated.
Yeah, and then to use kitchen, oven mitts. Oh my gosh. So yeah,
it sounds fun. I would play.
It does. Yeah, I would play that game.
Yeah, it is super fun. It is a blast, and we always do just like it's the game. The stuff that they're getting out isn't much. It's usually like a gift card or a scratch off or some shit like that. So of course we try to put other stuff in there because we've got the kids. So we do try to have stuff for them as well. But yeah, it's super fun.
So Matt Dummett brings up, we were talking about like Christmas movies. He brings up A Christmas Story. So I had no idea, and I love that movie, A Christmas Story. I mean, the leg lamp. I mean, like everything's epic about that. Did you know they made a sequel to that?
I had no idea they made a sequel.
Me neither. My wife and I were sitting there. I guess it was last night, kind of early, and we were eating dinner, and I'm flipping through the channels, and I'm like, and it's actually called A Christmas Story Christmas. Okay, so this is, even the name's fucking lame. Like,
I agree.
It was the worst. I'm not going to say, I did just watch a movie called The Man That Killed Hitler and the Bigfoot. I did just watch that, which was it said starring Sam Elliott, and I was like, well, how do I not watch this? This is
my husband just watched that.
That was so horrible, but it had Sam Elliott in it. It was like, Jesus Christ, this is so awful. But A Christmas Story Christmas, the remake, the sequel was an abomination. Like, it was so absolutely horrible. It was bad.
Sometimes those movies are not meant to have a sequel.
No, most sequels suck.
They were barely meant to have a movie.
Right.
Just leave the original there, and we'll just go with the original.
Yeah, it was horrible. It was like one of those 30-year later movies. It was like he was all grown up, and goes back home. Oh my God, it was like, Hallmark couldn't have ruined it more. It was bad.
I watched the sequel to Eddie Murphy's classic Coming to America, and it was the worst.
Oh my God.
Seen. That was terrible. Did you watch that, man?
I did. And it was almost like the sequel to Well, I will say one thing, like the sequel to White Men Can't Jump actually had some funny
Did that
parts.
have a sequel? I didn't even know
Yeah,
that.
they just remade that like a year and a half ago.
Are you serious? Wow.
Yes, 100%. And it actually, I watch anything, and I was expecting worse than what it was, but it was still pretty bad. But it made me laugh a few times, so I'll give it that.
I might go look that one up, man. I don't know. I like the original. Did they have the same actors in it?
No. Totally just like the same movie, basically remade, more modern time, different actors, blah, 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 you know. Yeah, it was. No. If it had put the who was that? Was it Denzel?
It was Wesley Snipes.
Wesley Snipes,
Woody,
and Woody Harrelson. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, imagine them right now trying to come back and remake that. I'd like to see Woody Harrelson's stoned ass try to go out there and redo that.
I know, right?
That would be awesome. Nah, but the remake, it was actually better than I expected. It made me laugh. I don't like remakes. Not of like classic movies.
Really.
I mean,
sometimes I could deal with a part 1 and a part 2 or something, but when they
like
try
Indiana
to
Jones
30 years later and stuff like that, I don't know. Sometimes it's just you just need to leave it alone. Too much time has went by, to remake it 30 years later or a sequel. Now sometimes it's okay if they redo the movie just with better graphics 30 years down the line, but to actually make a sequel is a little bit different, you know.
Yeah, there's few exceptions. There was a couple good Indiana Jones movies, the National Lampoon Vacation movies, held up to it.
All the National Lampoon.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. Yeah, but
right.
Yeah, they got to be careful. I don't like it. Don't wreck what's not broken.
Exactly.
I think the movies back when we were coming up were better too. They had better plots. The special effects now are better, but the movies from back in the day, I think, were better.
The plots were,
80s and 90s.
Well, see, I hate CGI, and they've tried to make it, like that is the new go-to with movies, and I cannot stand CGI. It looks fake. I mean, I would rather it looked cheesy, like old Star Wars. You can almost see the fishing line, flying the model ship around through them. Yeah, I would rather see that than some fake CGI nonsense. It's horrible.
Yeah,
it was a big deal, man. I remember my father took me to see Star Wars, the original one, in the movie theater. Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi.
No.
And back in them days, the special effects were not that great. But man, those movies were just so great for the time, to go.
Oh, it was great as a kid. I mean, that was awesome special effects, is what
I know. Back then, that was great special effects. But when they redid those movies, I didn't think they were as good as the original ones.
Oh, of course. And now Star Wars. I mean, Jesus Christ, talk about ruining something. They have totally. I won't even watch that nonsense anymore. I mean, it was cool back in the day. It was like Han Solo, out there, like, excuse me, princess. Like he's like this chauvinistic pig, like nowadays is how they would look at that, but it was like, that motherfucker's cool, dude. Everybody wanted to be Han Solo, and everybody, they've ruined it. They ruin everything.
I heard you know what? I actually I didn't hear this. I actually saw it. You remember the show when we were kids called Magnum? They got a new Magnum out there now.
No.
Tom Selleck.
Magnum PI.
Yeah, Magnum PI. And now they have a new one. I was looking at TV the other day, and I saw Magnum PI come on with some other guy now. But so they remake some of this stuff.
They'll probably be doing Miami Vice next.
Charlie's Angels and.
That was cool. Charlie's Angels was a real cool one there.
I know. I love Charlie's Angels.
That was really good. That's actually late 70s to early 1980s right there. So,
yeah, they'll
but
probably
they were still rerunning it throughout the early 80s. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. I was saying Miami Vice will probably be next. They'll probably ruin that one.
Yeah. I loved Miami Vice. That was a really good show. My favorite was Knight Rider and the A-Team, though.
Yeah. And the A-Team was so awesome. I mean, I always loved the way that Mr. T, B.A. Baracus, he would always like wake up, you know, and he didn't like to fly. You know, that was always like the best thing.
Yeah,
in
he
any
hated
episode.
the fly. They had to drug him.
He'd wake up in Hawaii and be like,
Mr.
man, what the
T,
fuck? There ain't no goddamn car driving me to Hawaii. What do you do? You know, and they'd be like- that was awesome, dude. That was so fucking
That
cool.
was, man, that was awesome.
I miss the 80s. The 80s was the best time to grow up.
I know.
I even
I
like
think-
Dallas with J.R. Ewing and all the, you know.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
Who
gonna look
killed
forward to
JR?
that. I'd even watch that kind of stuff, man, back then.
I remember watching that with my mom. She was hooked on Dallas Dynasty and Knots Landing. And, you know, back in the day, there was one TV in your fucking house. It wasn't
Exactly.
like, it wasn't like now when mom wanted to watch her bullshit. You know, I'm
Yeah.
like, God damn, I don't want to know what, you know, Stefano Demera's doing. Mom, I want to see, you know, like.
Yeah, I want to see Married with Children. I want to see Al Bundy, but there was some other show that my dad liked. I forgot what it was.
Yeah, you had to wait for dad to get home from work just so you could get some decent TV on. Like, he's gonna beat your ass because you did this one thing, but I can't wait for him to get home because at least there's gonna be something good on the TV. I'll take the ass whipping and trade it out for the good thing on the TV.
That's right. That's right. Even if I have to hide under the kitchen table to watch.
Oh yeah.
Kids these days, they'll never understand.
They'll never get it. That's what somebody said. Kids these days will never, they'll never hear the belt of coming out of 7 belt loops. They'll never hear, you know, they'll never hear that noise that gets you going. I'm telling you what, it only
And
takes
it wasn't just your parents you had to worry about too. It was like your, you know, the neighbor's kids' parents. It was
yeah.
you know, like anybody. You
They'll
were
whoop
acting
your
up.
ass too. They don't care.
Oh,
Yeah, you get that old uncle, you know, the World War II vet or whatever, that thump you in the fucking head and be like, you know, act straight, motherfucker, wham, and thump you in the head. It's like, ow.
It's funny that you say that because when my kids were little, I was at one of my really good friends' house, and my youngest had fallen asleep on her couch, and my oldest son and her daughter were playing, and they decided they were older than my youngest son. He was only about 5, I think, 4 or 5. Anyways, and they were a few years older, 3, 4 years older. And they decided that it would be a good idea to pour Gatorade into his ear while he slept. Well, my youngest slept like a brick, and he had just had like ear infections, and we'd just gotten him cleared up, and oh my God, it was a whole. And I come out, and here he is screaming, of course, screaming his head off because now this Gatorade's in his ear, and he's mad, and I can see this red shit dripping down his face. Anyways, needless to say, they got their ass blistered for it because, of course, you can't put things in kids' ears and da-da-da. Anyway, what was funny was it wasn't my son who had done it. He just stood there and laughed, but it was her daughter that actually poured the Gatorade into his ear. Well, my son got his ass blistered, and then she just kind of stood there, my friend did, and wasn't going to blister her kid's ass. And I was like, are you going to do that? She's like, no. And I said, oh, okay. I reached over and grabbed her and picked her up, blistered her ass, sat her back on the. I mean, it's just a few pops on the ass. But anyways, man, I'm telling you what, I did never deal well with it. If you're not going to make your kid mind, I will. And
no, and kids these days are so like, I mean, oh my God, it's pathetic. I mean, it's absolutely pathetic to see the way people act. I feel like Ronnie Dangerfield. I've got on. I mean, no respect at all.
Well, and you know, I've never imagined how, like, when I go through the store, I notice like they don't, like, all these people that are working in the store, they don't go, hey, can I help you? And it's not that I'm a needy person and need shit, because I know where all my stuff is and I don't need your help. But customer service is, they should be saying, you know, hi, how are you? Making eye contact. They don't make eye contact. And if you do approach them, 9 times out of 10, they will not be able to help you.
No, they have no idea.
That,
Oh, they're on their phone right in the store working.
Oh, right there.
I don't know how many times I'm at Home Depot and I hear this person walk up and ask the Home Depot person. They're like, "Hey, where can I find?" And the Home Depot person's like, "Oh, what?" And I'm like, "Aisle 7." go, hey, here, walk over here. What are you doing? No, and then it's like, Jesus Christ.
It's very frustrating just to even. I mean, I totally get that you don't want to be at work, but you're here for that time, so do your freaking job.
Yeah.
Well, and it's a big problem too, because what they've done is, and this is a problem. And I mean, I will know, not to get political or anything like that, but there is a big disconnect between shitty jobs and good jobs in this country at this point. And every job, like any day's work, is an honorable day's work, in my opinion. I mean, I can't stand somebody that, looks down upon somebody because they work here or because they work there. I mean, that's a fucking person showing up to work, doing their goddamn job, and you should treat them with utmost, respect and everything like that. That's somebody doing an honest day's work. But you feel bad for a lot of these people at these horrible jobs that, they ain't getting paid shit. They're not getting paid. They've just created such a disconnect between classes at this point. And I don't know what fixes that. I don't know.
I agree. But what they've done is a lot of them, though, the ones who are lazy, they've labeled everybody a Karen. This is this word they use.
Yep. Yep. Say anything.
You're a Karen. If you have a complaint, you're a Karen if you're just asking them to do their job. I mean, there are some Karens that are in existence, but not everybody's a Karen, okay?
Exactly. Yeah. I see that a lot. And it's I do believe it is a cop-out. It's just a way to get out of doing what they're supposed to be doing. Well, you're just being a Karen. No, I'm not. I just wanted a fucking straw with my meal, okay? That's all I wanted.
I got so mad tonight. I went to Popeye's Chicken. It was like one of the only things open. And my wife was like, and it's kind of funny because my wife, she always, she's Asian, so she always just wants just the chicken. And she doesn't want the biscuit. She doesn't want nothing. She doesn't want to make her rice, and she wants those spicy breasts. And I always order 2 big old spicy breastises. Is what I always order, Well, this lady, she, I guess, didn't get the humor in that. And Christmas Eve, come on. I'm like, just give me 2 big old spicy breastises. And that's what I always order. Most of the time they laugh their asses off, and it comes back and they're like, well, you want the biscuits? I'm like, no, I just want the big old breastises. But man, they charged me $9 for 2 chicken breasts. Okay, and then they're like, well, I'm saying, well, can I get a couple, like a side of that ranch and a side of that buffalo sauce, because she likes to mix it. Yeah, or I said, can you give me a couple of each? And they're like, no, we can only give you 2 things, or we have to charge you 25 cents per thing. It was $9 for 2 pieces of chicken. I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ, what's this is? Remember the 99-cent menu? Hey, I don't know what's gone wrong with this. Well, we don't eat out a lot.
The worst. Customer service for fast food now, it's some of the worst out there. Because I guess maybe they feel as though they're underpaid. And I know that McDonald's and some of those restaurants raise their wage, like what they pay the employees and stuff, but it's still not good enough because a lot of young people work in those jobs. So they don't really care, this is just a little job for them while they're in high school or something like that. So they have pretty bad customer service at some of the restaurants.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's horrible. I went in one the other day. And like I said, when I said the other day, it was about 6 months ago. Like, honestly, we don't eat out hardly ever. We hardly ever. My wife loves to cook. She's always cooking, making me sandwiches for lunch and shit like that. She bags them up, makes sure I have my sandwich for the next day, blah, blah. But I went in one the other day, and there was a line at a kiosk, like 8 people standing at a kiosk waiting to order. And I look up at the register, there's nobody there. So I walked to the register, I'm like, can I order here? And they're like, well, of course. I'm like, what? Jesus Christ, we're surrounded by idiots. Like, this whole thing is just dumb.
Yeah.
What's going on?
I think it got worse after COVID too. Like,
yeah.
it got much worse after because when COVID came around, I would go to the drive-throughs and there would be nobody there to even. I mean, the drive-through is open and I'm sitting there for like 5 minutes. I'm like, okay, is anybody here? And then you drive and you find that they're still open and things like that. Like,
Yep.
No, it's absolutely ridiculous. And I've figured out the best hack because, like, you go to Walmart now, and I hate going to Walmart. I just can't stand the place. But we all have to do it. Yeah, you know, it's just part of our lives. We have to go in that hellhole. It's like Dante's 11th level of hell. And we get into this place, and it's all self checkout now. So all you got to do is go to the self checkout and just wreck everything. Just fuck it all up. And before you know it, they'll come over and just do it for you.
Yeah.
I just wreck it. I purposely ring shit up twice. Bing, bing. I'm like, need help over here. And they got to walk over there. And they waddle over, you know, it's always some horrible person waddling over. And they're like, you know, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, I rang it up twice. And they're like scanning their little thing off their neck, you know, that they have to put in. I had to turn my camera on. It makes it more fun. But they're like, oh, and they got to put a code in. And then they walk away. They waddle back away. And you're like, okay. Ding, ding.
yeah,
I did it again. I did it again.
You know,
And they get on.
No, how are you doing today? Like you were saying earlier, no hi. Hey, how are you doing today? Just kind of walk over there and do their thing, and then they just walk off. You know, that's not what we were used to when we were.
No, ever since Bird Eye's closed, everything went downhill. But yeah, you do that 3 or 4 times at Walmart, and then they'll just check you out because you just wreck everything.
They get sick of dealing with you, so they just go get it.
They just do it. They just ring you up, then you can put your card in and pay and walk away and be like, okay, thanks.
Call me a control freak, but at this point I can't stand getting up there and watching them take forever to ring me up. And so for me, going to the self-checkout is quicker because now I got that shit down to a science. I mean, I know my bags that the meat goes in. I know the bags that I have certain bags that my stuff goes in, and I don't want nobody touching my shit, and I'll just do it myself. Thanks. Because having them do anything, just having them get the little security tags off like a piece of clothing. Oh, for fuck's sake. I literally would just like to say, okay, can we go to the tool department? Because I'm pretty sure I can clip this bitch off quicker than you're doing it with that special tool that you have.
You're like, I'm really not trying to steal this pair of socks from Walmart. I swear to God. It's like the checker at the door. And it's always some person, I don't mean mean, but it's always some like kind of crippled person or something like that. That's just like the checker at the door, you know? And I mean, this is funny because you go out, you start going and they want to check your shit or something. They're like, sure. You just start walking faster with your buggy, you know, and you're like, going, sure. They're like chasing you through the parking lot with like this walker or some kind of shit like that. I'm not fucking
some of the strangest people, though. So,
you know what the thing about it is now they don't even do that. They literally you have no idea how many times that I will be checking my stuff out, and I go to the same place every time. I go through the same garden area. I do the same thing all the time. So I'm kind of a creature of habit, obviously, but I will.
Hey, look at this. Here's one of your buddies, Blood. Look at this.
yeah, what's up, Cos? How you doing?
What's up, Cosmic? How you doing? Hey, no, Broken Baker, you too as well. Anybody wants to jump on, the link's pinned at the top of the chat. That's the StreamYard link. Anybody's welcome to jump on. So there you go. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you there.
You're fine. So yeah, I go this same place every time, and it absolutely amazes me how they will when I come through the self-checkout spot. I will be checking my shit out, and all of a sudden you will watch some broad with all these clothes, and she'll walk straight through the self-checkout and out the door, and the alarms will be going off, and the chick that's watching the the checker that's watching you check your shit just turns and watches her walk out the door and then goes back to her phone.
Yeah.
I'm like,
They don't
Yes.
care
walk out
whatsoever.
the door
They
with
don't
that
care.
shit.
Yeah. I'll tell you what,
No.
the self-checkout has become like a buffet for all criminals that like to shoplift. You know, I don't know how much money they lose from doing this self-checkout thing. I think that this is their way of eliminating having to pay more people to work there or something. But I'm sure they lose money, but I heard they're not taking a big loss on it at Walmart. So I don't really know what to think about that. But hey,
I don't know how they can't be taking a big loss because, I mean, to be honest, I stole one thing in my life. And I was young. I stole a candy bar from a store when I was young.
That doesn't even count. That doesn't
Well,
count.
well, no, I know, but my mom, I got going down the road and I started sneaking eating that thing in the back seat of that old piece of shit Buick that we used to have. And my mom looked back there and she said, "Where'd you get that candy bar?" And I'm like, you know, and she slammed on the brakes, turned the car around, and made me walk in there and go to the manager of that store and tell them that I stole this fucking candy bar from there. My mom paid for it and made me apologize for stealing and humiliated me. And I've never stolen one fucking thing ever in my life ever since. It was like the biggest life lesson ever.
That's the old-fashioned way of doing things.
Oh, yeah. Well, like I told you, grab me by the ear, you know, get in here, you know, dragging me through the
They
place.
would congratulate their kid for that. Oh, how'd you get that? Oh,
Right.
hey, I need to do that next time or something like that. They use their kids to steal.
Yeah,
I work
But that self-checkout, I mean, we all have to admit, we've all gone, you know, beep, and you're scared of that shit. It's like, why can't you start chucking shit in this bag over here? It's like TV or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, are they really even going to notice? And if they do, you can just say, well, I don't know. I thought it scanned. Yeah, you know, like there is no, I can't do that. It's my own pride. I'm just not a thief, but
it's changed, man. I worked for 25 years with the state for Department of Children and Families, and I saw the dynamic in the family change from when I first went in there to when I left. And the parents, the age gap between the parents and the kids became, it was not the same as it was when I first went in there. Like some of the parents were just like 12 and 13 years older than their kids and things like that. And they weren't teaching their kids anything good, like any good ethics or anything like that. Which back when we were growing up, yeah, our parents would do stuff like that to us, but not the parents when I left out of there. When I left the state, they were a lot different. The parents when I left the state, they were actually using their kids to help steal and all kinds of stuff like that. It was just crazy how much of that changed from when I first went in the state to when I left.
Sad.
I mean, it's sad because, you know, I mean, I agree there. People should be helped. People should be, but now everybody just takes advantage of it. And there's people like I've never filed for unemployment. Like I got until the plague happened, and I got 3 unemployment checks from the government during the plague because there was a 3-week period that, you know, I wasn't making money. So I said, okay, cool, you know. And then I started back working, got orders in again, and started just going. And I'm like, okay, cool. I could have kept filing. I should, but you got to have pride. I mean, you're not a real fucking person if you don't have pride.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
But everybody else
that self-checkout thing, though. Like, I mean, I don't know why they did that, but I'm kind of glad they did it. I agree with you because you kind of get to do your own thing. But it's like they replace every human with something else. It's like when you call these companies and you get that voice all the time and you want an operator. You're like, man, I'm tired of talking to this person. They don't understand nothing I say. Just give me the operator, you know?
Right. Yes. Yeah, you hit 0 like 50 fucking times on your phone. You're like 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Like,
don't work. They make you hit some other number. You have to sit and
listen. Yeah, 0. That is not understood by this, you know, blah, blah, blah. And then finally you get some damn guy that's like, hello, have you tried unplugging your router? And you're like, God damn it. I don't know. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. This isn't even about my internet.
You want to put money on your car insurance.
Yeah, it's ludicrous, man. I mean, the whole thing's gone to shit, and it's not going to get any better. And unfortunately, we're just going to get older, and just we're going to be that meme with the old man yelling at the sky.
Right. Well, I think it'll come to a point where we'll just get to the point where we ain't gonna care. We're gonna be sitting at home in our rocking chairs, chilling out. I don't want to be
whittling something on the front porch, you know. It's like, yeah,
right.
okay.
And so far, I'm very good at denial because when you're 39, born in '69, you just remain in denial because you're only as old as you claim to be at this point. I feel like if I keep that going,
we're all within 2 years of each other right here. So I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah. I'm 39.
Right. Me too.
That's right.
Yeah, and blood's only 38, so he's
yeah.
For probably 20 years, I said I was 29, and finally, the last few years, everybody would about spit out whatever they were drinking when I would say 29. So I realized I had to change it, so I changed it to 39. So now it's
yeah, you get to that point where you have to change it anyways, right?
Yeah, you got to up it a little, so it's kind of believable.
Nah, we're about to see. I think we're honestly, I think we're about to see a world leave us behind. Just to be honest, and it already kind of has. But I do hope that people like us do still try to instill these respectful, like old school things upon people. That's important. I mean, I remember there was some stuff that happened in the 80s and the 90s, but everybody was getting along, like for the most part. Like there was a really turn in the tide in everything, and everybody really started getting along. Everybody was having a good time, and then whoa, now we're at this place where everybody hates each other, and it's like, Jesus Christ, there's no point in this.
Yeah.
So, I hope that
in the comment section asked, "Are we really 39 here?"
Yeah, we're all 39. Exactly. Yes. Who asked that?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm a little behind on that. Right. You know how you get behind on the chat and you want to kind of like, hey, I know you do, because I'll listen to you. I'll come in there and be like, yo. It's like 40 minutes later. You're like, hey, Travel the Fools, what's up, brother? Like, yeah, that was like 40 minutes ago, dude. Shit, I forgot I even typed that.
I'm really bad with that.
But the point of that is at least you're trying to read the chat. Yeah,
Right.
You're 70s, baby.
Like, here's Lucy. Can we see the monkey? Yeah, I've gotta get the batteries for it. I've got to do it. I've got this crazy this monkey this person gave me, and it's called God damn, I forget what it's called, but it'll like hump you. It like humps you and stuff. It's like wax off and humps you. It's like the most horrible thing in the world. Somebody gave it to me as a gag gift. I'm gonna get batteries in that just for you, Lucy. Don't you worry. I'm working on it. I am working on it.
She needs to see the humping monkey, huh?
Right, exactly. It's absolutely. It goes, wah! It does these things. It's like one of the little Reese's monkeys, It's like Jesus Christ, it's horrible. Oh my God, that's too funny. And this guy right here, Brian Ninja. He's been, the American or like the Ninja Warrior stuff that you would watch, you got to climb. This guy's been training for that for a long time. And his goal is to get to the top of, what is it, Mount Tsukiyama? Or
yeah. I like that show, actually. That's
I do too. I love it.
American Ninja Warrior, it's called.
Yeah.
I've been watching.
Yeah, he's been training for that. He's super cool. Good to see you, man. Yeah, Merry Christmas to you.
And is he 43 or 29?
Yeah, he's like 23, 24 years old, in really good shape, makes us all look bad. Yeah, Yeah, I mean, that son of a bitch. I remember being in shape like that. But, yeah, not anymore.
You know what, man? I enjoy being in my 50s. I tell you what, I'm glad that I made it. That's all I could say. And I would not want to be 25 again. I've already did that, and I'm happy where I'm at.
Well, here's the thing. I would love to be 25 again when I was 25, but I would not want to be 25
in
now.
this day and age.
I would
agree.
love to go back. Like if I could take the three of us back, like, all right, Gutters, Blood, me, we jump in a car and we're 25 years old. When we were 25 years old, we would have a fucking blast.
Oh
But I
my
would
God.
hate to do it now. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
Absolutely.
we'd all be in now.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That wouldn't be.
Our names would be ruined. I mean, everything would just be bad. Half the time I have to find myself just shutting up because I'm like, I'm going to get like, hey, you're not allowed to say that anymore. That's like, yeah, it's just a joke. I mean, yeah.
I know. I always say shit later on off my live, and I'm like, should I have said that? Oh, well,
Yeah, I do that all the time. I'm like, that's probably why we got demonetized for like 7 months. But
Hey, Gutter, do you have a channel too?
I do. It's called Gutters Pub. It's called Gutters Pub.
Gutters Pub. Okay, I'm gonna subscribe to that.
Oh,
yeah,
thanks.
she's super cool. She's super cool. She gets some cool people on there from all around. They talk about some hot issues.
Yeah.
And it gets pretty tight sometimes, but it's a fun place to go and everybody's friendly and nice. But
I just subbed, so I'll be checking in
you.
with you.
Yeah. As soon as I get off here, I'll sub to yours. I always hate trying to go on YouTube while I'm on StreamYard because it makes it glitchy.
I have two. I have retro boxing and documentaries, which is a documentary page, and then I have one where I do live streams like you guys. It's called Blood Boxing. It's just one word, Blood Boxing.
so is the retro one? Let me just make sure the retro one's like where you did like the three of you guys were on there not too long ago, and you
That
put
was
the
on
whole
somebody else's page.
okay,
Because
somebody else.
yeah, somebody interviewed me on their page.
That was a great show. I mean, that guy put together.
So many people invite me on their show that I can't even remember all of them sometimes. But that guy there is called Boxingologist. But,
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Just Blood Boxing, one word, and then I have Retro Boxing and Documentaries, which is my bigger channel actually than Blood Boxing.
Yeah, see, I already looked. I'm subscribed to both, but I already looked at the one. I found you on Blood Boxing, through the through that other channel where the people just all talk over each other and yell at each other all night.
Oh yeah.
I had a fun run with Harlow. We're friends now, but it was funny.
That's where I met you at. It was at Black and Brown's page,
Yeah.
right?
Did you see what Peter said?
I'm sorry. What was that, Gutters?
Peter said something about I'm 54. What did he say? I missed it.
All right, I'm gonna scroll down. Sorry, everybody that I'm missing in chat. I really hate it, but I got to catch up. Sometimes you just got to do that. DJ Fruit Loops.
That's funny. Yeah, he says I'm 54. There's an old saying: "What I used to do all night now takes me all night to do."
Oh my God, that's awesome!
Right there.
Hey, look, we got Iris in here as well. Good to see you, Iris. Iris, but good to see Iris. Always great to see you here. We don't have any idea what's going on. Anybody is welcome to jump up and join us. StreamYard link is pinned at the top. You are more than welcome to jump on here. Anybody out there, you're more than welcome to do it. I got to go water the lawn real fast. Do you guys mind keeping this going for 2 seconds?
No, go ahead.
All right.
We both have experience in running lives, right?
Yeah, we got this. We'll take it over.
So what is your page about then? What kind of stuff do you talk about?
Well, it all started out as what happened was we used to go on a guy's channel called Good Luck America, who is all about freedom, and he's actually a retired cop who doesn't like the overreach of the government and all of that. And so he started a channel called Think Like a Cop, but he had to change the name to Good Luck America. Well, I was on his channel. That's where I got my name at. I tend to go to the gutter a lot. And so he finally just called me Gutter Girl. And then somebody wanted to start a channel called, something to do with gutter. And so we started a channel. Well, actually, it was a girl from Australia that started a channel called Gutters Gutter Talk. And then she didn't want to keep it going. So I took over doing it, but I brought somebody along with me whose name was Yankee Redneck. And he's a guy from Florida, actually.
Yeah, we have a lot of rednecks here.
And he did it with me for just a little over a year. And then he stepped down and I just kept it going. So it used to be Yank and Gutter. And then I changed it to Gutter's Pub because it just kind of felt like I feel like every Tuesday night at 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, I go to the pub and, I just visit with my buds on the pub and we talk about everything, anything you can imagine, basically. So it's basically a chat led stream. However, I do start out with subjects, but usually I will let everybody kind of lead
Nice.
conversation.
We got heated on there the other night. It was
Oh man.
it went sideways real fast.
Do you get some assholes on there sometimes?
Oh yeah,
Only me.
No, TF's not an asshole. He was good. He was excellent. Yeah.
What's that,
and
Bulldog
that was
Brian?
a really good stream that when you and Chizzy were there, that was a really good stream. I mean,
They like to talk about like a lot of like current event kind of topics and stuff like that.
Oh,
Just and that's not all they do, but sometimes it does go there and talk about topics that are you'd like it. You would actually like it. You'd have fun on there.
Definitely
Blood.
check it out.
Like you would have fun on there.
yeah.
It's old school people talking about what the hell's going
Especially
on in our world.
people in my age range, because
Yeah.
I prefer the people who are in my age range. Really.
Well, we do what's kind of nice, and it's one of the things that I've said is we've got to get some of these younger kids understanding, kind of opening their eyes to what's really going on. And there are I do have a few younger followers that are in tune with kind of our way of thinking, and it kind of gives me a little bit of hope for the future to know that they are out there. Like a lot of the younger males are starting to realize that they're not liking the way things are going and they're realizing they need to do some changes. I mean, even younger than the ones that are on my page, like, 20 years old. So I'm kind of hoping that, the more we can get that out to that younger generation, because if we don't, man, this world is headed for and I got grandkids that are growing up. I don't want to see them, growing up into this shit show. So,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
When I'm so tired of watching people online fight about nonsensical things that really don't make there's a big difference between being like intelligent and being educated. And I see so many people think that they are intelligent because they are educated, but all you really are is you've been indoctrinated. And there's a big difference. I like free thinkers. I like people who go out there and try to think for themselves. And once you start doing that, you really realize that most of the problems in this world are created by people wanting you to have problems created in this world. So, I like what you're doing there, Gutters. It was fun. We had fun there the other night. What's that one guy's name? Bobby. Bobby Bag of Donuts. Remember, he's a New Yorker. I nicknamed him Bobby Bag of Donuts.
Yes, Bobby Bacalino, and he is
Bobby Bacalino is his name. I'm like, Bobby Bag of Donuts. Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. It was kind of funny because when Yank left the show, they always called us like mom and dad. Like if we get, like sometimes even Yank and I would get in an argument on live. I mean, and it wasn't, we didn't make shit up. This is like, we're arguing about our beliefs. And I mean, it would get heated. Like we'd get heated. We'd always apologize and, you know, kiss and make up. But
now, I guarantee this comment here, I guarantee Blood's been here before as well, because I was. Back in the day, we used to use the YMCA for boxing. You remember those days, Blood?
Absolutely.
Getting your ass beat at the YMCA. I remember those days.
yeah.
Yep. The Boys Club and the YMCA had a program, and I played football over there too. The kids would go and hang out at the Boys and Girls Club and the YMCA back in the day.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah, it was great. I remember my mom putting us into that when we were young, man. She was like, I mean, my mom's a huge boxing fan. She'll kick my ass at boxing trivia any day of the week. And my mom, like, she put us into boxing at a super year. She wouldn't let us play football because it was too dangerous, but she goddamn threw us into the boxing ranks. I was like, this never made sense. Like,
dangerous too.
like, you'll let me get my ass kicked, but it's okay. But a good ass whipping teaches you to be a better person. So
yeah, it does, man. Yeah. Well, that's how you remember back in the day, the parents used to go over and make the kids fight. Like, you guys fight it out and it's over with, right? That's what we would do. Back when
playground rules.
My dad would make me go over and fight the kid. Like, okay, now you got to go and fight them, and that's how they did it back then. You know, these kids today, they use guns and stuff like that. We just had a fist fight, and then we made up, and we were friends after that. You know, in fact, some of my good friends were somebody who I fought against at one time. You know, and then we become friends, become buddies, and it's all over with.
Well, I remember going to school and people would have like hunting rifles and stuff in the back of their trucks, you know, and because they would go hunting before school, going to go hunting after school, you know, blah, blah, blah.
Because you're in the state of Florida.
Right. And this was actually in Georgia when I've been back and forth from like Georgia to Florida state. Yeah. Yeah. I've been North Georgia, Florida, South Florida, North Georgia.
I lived in Valdosta, so I know.
Okay. But never, I mean, I remember people getting in these knockout, drag out fights. Nobody ever thought it was going to go grab their damn 30-30 out of the back of their truck and shoot somebody over it. People toted their ass whipping or gave one or whatever that was and moved along, you know, and it was fine.
Right.
Yeah. It's sad. It's sad where society's gone. I really hate to see it. And, you know, there's nothing we can really do about it. If you try to speak too much about it online, then they just take you down. So there's really not, you know,
what we see online, because YouTube has changed a lot. They're coming up with a lot of rules now. You know, you could say anything pretty much and get your video demonetized. And, you know, it doesn't take much for them to take away the monetization.
Our whole channel got demonetized for 7 months for making fun of Dylan.
I remember that.
We made fun of Dylan Mulvaney, you know. It was like, man, Jesus Christ. If there's anybody we should be able to make fun of, it should be that person. You know?
Well, why did your channel get demonetized? I'm glad I'm talking to you because I heard you talking about it and I couldn't understand why
they won't tell you. All they do is blanket. They get pissed off at you. Some blue-haired girl gets mad at you over here. Yeah, you know, videos get reported, whatever. And then that's that. So they put a blanket clause down and they'll say it's under this reused content. And all our shit's original.
They told you that's what it was for. Because I've been demonetized before too on both of my channels. And usually they'll tell you in the email where.
No, they told us nothing. It was a blanket clause. So we had to delete. We deleted like 3.1 million views of video and just deleted it all. The skeleton of our channel remonetized, you know, reapplied finally. We reapplied 3 times and they denied us. And finally, I just deleted everything off our channel that wasn't just a travel video or, you know, blah, blah, blah. And boom. Yeah. Welcome back to the YouTube partnership program. It's like, okay, well.
But you know what? For you to have reused content, you had to have some kind of music or something in the video. Did you have music?
I pay for all our music. Everything that I use, I pay for. Everything is Epidemic Sound.
Yeah, there's something fishy about that. I don't.
Hello. Hi.
What's up, Wendy?
What up, TF? What you doing, bud?
There we go. Wendy, I don't know. Do you know these people? This is Blood. Good
I gotta
friend.
mute my YouTube side. Hang on just a second.
All right.
I think I did. Maybe. Hey, Gutters Pub. Yeah, I have subscribed. Definitely. I've not been over there to hang out, but it's so good to see you. Merry Christmas. This other dude, I'm not sure. Who's this one?
He's a
I'm
good
just-
friend of mine. Yeah, this is blood boxing. He's I'm in
Blood
boxing communities too. He's a
Okay.
good friend of mine. He's a
Oh.
Florida man.
It's nice to
Salute
meet
to you. Nice to meet
Hi.
you.
Yeah. I just thought I'd come up.
Wendy recently got demonetized as well. They did the same thing to her. She just got
Mhm.
hers back as well. So
Yeah, it was the reuse content thing. Never got an explanation on how to fix it. I was just remonetized.
yeah, they put a blanket thing over and say this. And I mean, we got, tons of Twitter subscribers. I mean, I got in touch with like YouTube on Twitter. I got in touch with things, and they're just like, well, all I can tell you is to delete whatever is wrong. And I'm like, well, what's wrong? They're like, well, we can't tell you that. I'm like,
Exactly. Right.
So
And
stupid.
see, that's what's crazy because when they actually demonetize you, it says you can appeal it if you don't delete any videos. Okay. So when you appeal it and you don't delete anything, it's basically going to be a nah. It's going to be a no.
It's the dumbest thing. in the
No,
world.
I've appealed it
It makes
before,
sense.
and they've approved it. Sometimes you could do that. So
Well, I didn't do anything. I left
I
it
appealed.
alone.
I appealed twice and made videos, and I'm like, blah blah.
I
and they're
appealed
like,
it and
Nope.
said, I'm sorry, YouTube. And they were like, this girl was like crying over it. And I really wasn't, but I just made it sound I was drunk. I was like, hey, but it worked. But the thing about it is that I still didn't get an explanation. And I come back and all the copyrighted stuff was good to go. It turned back green, and now it's back red again. TF, I want to tell you that. Like they totally, it's all wonky. Like I don't think they know what in the hell is going on. It's crazy. I don't even know what I'm supposed to do, what I'm not
Well,
supposed to do.
number one, if you really want to keep going, don't play other people's stuff. Just
Right.
let me give a quick shout out here to Xterra Bill. Xterra Bill is one hell of a slaying guitar player, man. Big ups to you, Xterra Bill. Merry Christmas, man.
Yeah.
Love you, buddy. God bless you and your family in the holidays and all that. Good to see you here, Xterra. Thanks for stopping by.
Definitely. Pinky and
but-
Peanut is in here. What's up?
Oh, we got Pinky. Join the chat. Jump up here, Pinky. Good
Come on,
Lord.
Pinky. But that's the thing. I didn't play it. It's just the fact that the background music is what's going to get you. It's going to get you every time. If you've got
Not if you pay for it. Just pay the fucking
But it
money.
wasn't me though. It was somebody else that's playing.
You're responsible for your stream. So
Exactly.
I mean, it is what it is. I can play.
Yeah.
You can put some cool background music, but I've paid
well, it
for it.
depends on if the music is copyright free or not.
Yeah, it
Well,
wasn't.
no. The problem with that, and that's what everybody says. And let me explain this to you guys. Something can be copyright free, so you can go on YouTube or online right now.
Yes.
Go to your thing, and you can search copyright free music.
Yep.
And I'll download this thing because it's free. Now it might not. Listen, let me finish, Wendy. Let me finish. It might not be copyright free tomorrow. It might not be. Now it's already in your videos. So now they're going to go back and strike you on some video from a year ago.
Right.
If you just spend the $10, $12, whatever it is, the link's in the our description below.
But
If you just go there and subscribe to something like Epidemic Sound or something like that, then you have the rights to that permanently. No matter what ever happens, you've blanketed yourself. And that's what we did. And I've done that before and I've done that now. So, but that's what you have to do.
Okay, but here's the thing. I'm not playing the music. It's when somebody comes up on panel and they're playing background music and singing with it, regardless, John or,
Right. You're responsible for your stream. So
I'm
you can't let them
responsible
do
for it. So what I do is I just literally, I'm like, I can't be doing that anymore, but I did the other night. LW just said in chat. He's like, but you did the other night. Yes, I did. because I obviously was not in my right mind when I allowed that. But what I did the minute the live stream was done is I just went ahead and made it private. And so it's not public. Nobody's seen the live stream. It's the minute it was over. And there was a lot of songs on there that still are copyrighted. It actually got partially blocked. So I'm not going to make that live stream public.
Yeah, you just can't do that kind of stuff. I mean, the shitty thing is you just have to follow their fucking rules.
Yeah.
And just follow their rules. Their rules suck. A lot of them don't make sense. Just follow their rules.
And I don't understand the karaoke thing, because a lot of the karaoke stuff, it apparently, I'm guessing that it's okay. And the people that will come on your panel and sing, they need to have the karaoke programs.
Look at this. We got the beautiful Miss Pinky coming up here to say hello to us tonight.
Well, hello.
I feel blessed. I like.
Hi, Pinky.
Hello.
How you doing, sweetheart?
I'm doing good. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, we can hear you. I'm gonna turn you up a little bit, but yeah, happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah.
Yeah, you're already turned up all the way. So yeah, good to see you, Pinky. What do you think about all this, Pinky? What do you know about this?
About what?
Just like monetization, YouTube, getting demonetized, getting copyright material, stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, I got demonetized for that exact reason of reuse of material for 90 days.
Right. It's happened to all of us.
Yeah. I wish somebody would have warned me, but
that's what we're trying to do right now. It's just warn people. Just don't play. If you want to play music, go to Epidemic Sound, pay the money, play their music.
But is Epidemic Sound, is that like the real, that's not like playing Hank Williams. What is that? Is that like background
music? No,
music?
you're not going to get to play Hank Williams. You can't.
Okay, well,
you can't do it.
We're talking about actual singing.
You can't do it. That's the point, Wendy. You can't do it.
There has to be some kind of karaoke stuff that everybody else gets away with. Right?
You just can't monetize that video.
Yeah, don't monetize.
Yeah, I don't monetize any of my lives. Before I start, I don't touch a thing. I just go. And then I know that if there's music there, I'm not going to click monetize. That's where I messed up. Pinky, so like I didn't monetize any of my lives, and one day I decided I'm going to go and click all monetize on them. And I think that's what happened when they demonetized me, because I went through and I actually tried to monetize so many videos at one time. It probably gave them the big red flag and said, "Oh, she crazy."
And there's no point. I mean, if you're going to be cussing in a video, if you're going to be doing anything out of line whatsoever in a video, do not monetize it. Just don't monetize it.
Oh, we cuss in our live streams all the time.
I know. Don't
I'm never going to be able to monetize any of my videos. No way in hell.
We totally cuss on my live stream all the time, but those are not.
You can't monetize it. That's just what I'm telling you. That's just, you have to understand that. Like the monetization, if you have monetization, you're hoping that you're getting money from membership,
from
super chats, anything like that. But you're not. You're monetized like this. There's no way I would do monetize this stream. How many people are going to watch it? What are you going to make?
You're still going to get your super chats and your membership stuff.
Exactly. You don't have to monetize the stream. Is my point.
You're not going to get the 1 penny for the actual.
Exactly. They don't pay you nothing anyway for it.
Right.
Yeah,
I'll just say I had zero warning.
Mm-hmm.
Me too. Me too. We've
too.
got nothing. Our channel's golden all the way down, but I make fun of Dylan Mulvaney and put up a short
and
video.
then it was bam. It was wake up one morning and you have been demonetized. I'm like, okay. Well, I've been doing this for 2 years, being monetized, and all of a sudden, bam. I'm like, well, that was a good wake up call. Thank you.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
It sucks, but you know.
Did they get you for 90 days?
They don't give
7 months.
Oh, for the first
we were
time?
demonetized for 7 months. Yeah. We finally got it back. So.
Wow.
I got remonetized in 10 hours. And I don't know why, but I think that maybe there might have been some little dude in his basement that checked it and was like, yeah, she's a whiny ass. Let's just, I don't know what it was. It was weird. It was like, yeah, whatever. But I haven't monetized anything since then. I've only been live.
Wendy went all full joy, like from My Name is Earl on them. And
I'll be over
I
there.
didn't even bother appealing. I'm like, I'll just wait the 90 days.
yeah.
I thought that when I did some kind of appeal, I was like, oh, hell no, this shit's going to be a joke. It ain't going to happen. They're going to laugh at me and be like, nah, you got to wait till February. And that's exactly what I expected, and no expectations, anything other than that. And yeah, they remonetized me that night. And I'm like, something weird's going on here.
Do you have memberships?
Yes, ma'am. I do.
So mine happened literally like within 3 days of me starting memberships. Literally.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't understand. Blood. Why don't you do that? Why don't you turn on?
Yeah, my subscribers have been asking me to utilize the memberships.
I was going to join the other day, and I realized you didn't have it. And I was like, well, shit.
I get enough in super chats and stuff, man. I just do it for fun for the most
I've
part.
always, I make a check every month off YouTube for almost 2 years now, except for this month, obviously, from their demonetization. But the bad thing about it was, and that's the reason why I didn't, because they demonetized me right before the pay period. And they actually took everything that I made in November. It's there. I have a screenshot. I have all the things. It's gone. I go on
Really?
gone. Yeah, they took it. They ain't nothing there. So all the super chats and everything that I got in November are gone. It was like 100 and oh my gosh.
Mine is still in there, and there's still like 300 in there.
Right, but
Look at this. We got a celebrity in the house.
it was gone.
Mark Rogers.
Take it out
Rogers.
as soon as it comes in.
Yeah,
you should
cheers,
get
Mark
that.
Rogers. Merry Christmas to you and your
I thought, well,
family,
maybe
dude.
it'll still get deposited, even though they
Wendy, hang on a second. We gotta give a big shout out to the voice of college football, Mark Rogers, coming in here, saying Merry Christmas to everybody. Merry Christmas, Mark. Love you, brother. Love you, man. God bless you and your family, man. Sorry.
Yeah, I have 2 channels that are monetized, and they pay out on the 21st of every month. And I've made up to $5,000 before, $6,000 a month and stuff like that.
Wow.
So it's pretty good.
I usually make $200 to $400 a month, and this last month I made 0 because of what they did. So, and the money disappeared. So I don't know if they refunded it to the people that have support. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with it.
Well, here's the deal. As bad as it sucks, you just gotta follow their rules. So
Exactly. You're totally right.
yeah, and just like grow up and realize that. I mean, I like talking shit. I'm gonna start a whole nother channel so I can talk shit on it, so they get burned.
I
to the
have
ground.
another channel. Nobody comes to visit it. So I've not been going live over there because, well, actually, when I got demonetized, they said you can't even start a new channel. Did y'all read that? You can't start a new channel. You can't delete things. And I'm going,
Other people seem to be able to do it. I don't know what's up with
I
that.
happen to, I know, right? But, well, then how the hell does douchebag have like 18 channels? Whatever. But anyways.
If someone turns them in, they would get in trouble for it. Anyone that has been removed from YouTube or demonetized like that would end up.
But I've had this other new channel for like 6 months. I just don't do anything really over there, and I'm not really been promoting it. So it's like, okay, well, what do I do now? Do I go over there? Apparently, you can't bring your people to your other channel when you're demonetized.
Both of my channels under different Google AdSense. So if I get one of them suspended for a little while, the other one kicks through.
That's what you have to do.
They're not connected to the same AdSense, but
now Blood's got a big channel, man. I mean, he gets a lot of people in there. I mean, this dude's got a fucking rocking channel, and yeah.
Well, people love sports, so they'll come and talk sports all the time.
But you do it well. You have to be able to do it well to make people want to watch. You know what I mean? And you do it well.
Blogging though, so I've been doing it for a while. It's been over a decade for me. So.
Yeah, no, you do it well. I love the way you do. Bullshit. People come in there and they start talking to smack, and you fucking shut them down. Like, I mean, it's.
I shut them down quick. Them youngsters, I'll shut them down real fast. They know usually not to mess with me, man, because they know I'm gonna put them on the spotlight and stuff like that.
I love it, dude.
I
I mean,
will.
this guy will absolutely rip the heart out of people. And,
That's
I mean,
solid.
it's fucking awesome. I love it.
Sounds like
man.
my kind of channel. I'm gonna have to
Oh
check
yeah,
your channel out.
yeah.
Is
He's
the link in chat?
if any mod could drop Blood Boxing's channel, that would be awesome.
Yeah, I have 2 channels. My channel is called Blood Boxing, just one word. That's the one where I do my lives at, and then my bigger channel is called Retro Boxing and Documentaries, which I don't do no lives over there. I just do documentaries, hundreds of thousands of views, and most of them. But the one I do lives on, Blood Boxing, it's pretty big. It's growing pretty good. You know, usually I get about 150 to 200 people after a fight or something like that. It's you know, got a lot.
That's a rocking channel.
Is
I
it
mean,
at
I'm
Blood
always
Boxing?
there. I'm always there.
Oh yeah, it's just Blood
yeah,
Boxing, one word.
I guarantee a mod will drop it here in just a second. No, it's good stuff. I'm always there. Every time I
I
see
do my
this
lives
live,
there,
I'm there.
but my bigger channel
There you
is
go. Look at LW. Look at LW. Drop that shit.
Thank you,
Retro Boxing
LW.
Documentaries is my bigger channel though.
It's which one?
Retro Boxing and Documentaries is my bigger channel, but I don't do lives there. But I get paid off of monetization because they'll pay you off monetization too, like just off of views and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I get paid off of that over there. On my Blood Boxing, where I do the live shows, I get a lot of like super chats and stuff like that from people. So it's pretty cool, man. And you know what? I never did this to make money, but it just so ends up happening that I just applied for the AdSense and money started coming in. So I was like, okay, shit, I'll take this, no problem.
But the money is the support from the people that love you and enjoy your content. And just like Lucy just asked in the chat, is the super chats that I gave you, did they keep it? No, Lucy, I've got your super chats, honey. You're an awesome supporter and traveling full. There's so many people I could name. This isn't my live stream, but I'm gonna tell y'all, hey, it's what keeps us literally going. You know,
Well, it's nice. It's nice to
YouTube
make
is 30%.
it's nice to make enough to pay for your StreamYard,
StreamYard
and internet,
and
you know what I mean. Like starting out,
Yeah.
it's like, hey, at
Yep.
least I'm not paying money for this. You
Hey, let me
Me,
tell
it
you
started
something.
out, I was paying like just a bill. Like I was like, okay, well, this is good because I used to get like around $200 or $300, and I'd be like, okay, well, I just pay a little bill or something, and then the money sometimes started rolling in. Like I was like, oh well, shit, I don't know what I'm gonna do with all this, but hey, I'll just whatever shit.
I mean, I'm usually negative because of
Thank
what
you, thank you,
out.
LW. LW just dropped the link to Retro Boxing as well. LW
A lot,
is freaking
a
awesome.
lot of us are supporters, and we go around and we've got so many memberships. Like I've got a ton of memberships. I do a ton of super chats. I've got StreamYard. I've got Canva Pro. I pay for a lot of stuff. I'm in the negative when I make a couple $100, but
just keep working on it though. Keep
it's
working on
worth
it, and your
it.
audience will grow. I'm telling you
It's
now.
worth it to me, though. It's worth it to me because y'all are my family. I mean, that's the reason why I'm here, and that's true. You know.
Well, and you understand that too, and it's like that 7-month period of time, like we were demonetized. Like we like to give away T-shirts, we like to give away prizes, we like to give away things. I mean, it got to where I was like, if they didn't remonetize us this last time through, I was done. I mean, I was like, because it's costing me. So you know, and I like to help people and give away microphones or give away this or that. But at this point, it's like, I mean, you know what I mean.
I just bought a $300 heat press that has not even been out of the box. I've not even seen the box inside there yet. Like it's still in the box because I still have to buy an 8-inkjet printer that's going to cost a couple $100. I've still got to buy all my sublimation stuff, my T-shirts, all the things, but it's going to be my business. So I'm not going to open this thing up and be like, yeah, and get excited when I can't afford to do things. It's just more money. But I did that with my YouTube money. I mean, you got to make it stretch and do what, you got to do. Don't rely on
Have you done heat press before?
I've never done heat press before. I am brand new. trying to figure it all out, honey.
Well, if you ever
The
need
other
help,
thing you
just
could do,
email
too,
me.
is get a
I
Cash App.
definitely will.
Let your subscribers know that you have a Cash App. Put the link in for your Cash App, and they send you money that way too.
Yeah. Oh, I definitely will, because I'm totally gonna need some help. I have no clue how to do it, but I want to do it. You know, not for just my merch. I want to be able to help people out because bonfire is so damn expensive. You don't make profit on it. I'm not trying to make a killing off of it, but what I want to do is be able to have a small business to where I can send stuff out. I might make $5 off of a shirt. That's more
Oh,
than what
you-
I'm going to make on bonfire.
You can do so much better if you start a corporation, an S corp. It's all write offable, and you can get T-shirts for like 25 cents.
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I have
to
a printing business. That's why.
Thank you, honey. I'm gonna have to totally get with you. I'm so
Do
brave.
do you do merch, Blood?
You know what? I haven't got around to doing that. I don't even have a Cash App. I don't have a membership. My subscribers are asking
I
me
love
to do
this
it
guy.
big time. I actually have women that's made merchandise for me, like some of my women subscribers, and they've actually made merchandise. There's a girl that sells some of my shirts, but she makes all the money for it. So I just let her go ahead and do it though. But I haven't really
Aw.
got into the making money because it just kind of comes in. And I haven't really focused on that end of it yet, but I'm going to. Eventually I'll open up some memberships and probably do a Cash App. But I'm telling you, I've made up to $5,000 in a month sometimes, you know, just off of monetizations, because I get paid off of both channels. So I haven't really got into it. I'm just taking the money in right now and just bullshitting with it, really. But man, I'm going to get into some of that stuff.
No, this guy's. If you're not following this guy, he's cool as fuck. He's a good friend of mine, and you know, we've known each other for about 7 months now, 8 months now, and we've become really good friends. And yeah, you know, so support this guy. Make sure y'all are all subbed up to him, even if you don't fucking like boxing. At least sub up and watch a video. You know,
I subbed up to both.
A lot of people who follow me don't even they just like to hear me cuss people out and stuff like that.
oh man,
I'm not gonna lie, cuss people. I've had some channels suspended. When I first started, I was like the Howard Stern. I was cussing out people and getting suspended, but I got popular that way though. So you know,
like I said, I mean, you listen to this guy roast somebody. It's absolutely glorious. It's absolutely glorious. He doesn't just roast people randomly. I mean, it's like boxing talk. These people come in there and they try to argue about boxing facts, and this guy, he knows every fucking thing about boxing. So, you know, if you don't win the boxing segment in trivia that I do, I'm gonna like make it. If you don't win it, I'm gonna make it its own stream. So, you know.
But no, we all got to support each other, like because we all kind of. You know, we all do this, man. And if we could make a little money doing what we enjoy doing, which is talking to people, why not? You know what I'm saying? I mean, right. So I want to support everybody. I've already tracked. Drop the other women that's on here. Drop your channels, and I'll definitely subscribe. And if I have an idea of what your channel is looking like, then maybe I could give you all a few pointers, because I have been doing the vlogging for about 10 years. I know a lot of stuff that I don't utilize myself. But I have a lot of people who are subscribed to me that have like 1 million subscribers and all kinds of stuff, and they're subscribed to me. So they give me pointers all the time. I just haven't utilized a lot of that stuff. But good luck.
Yeah, everybody drop your links. I mean, almost everybody's a mod. So just drop your fucking link.
YouTube cuts the checks on the 21st, as y'all know. And there's pretty good money in it. You know, it's just a direct deposit just to talk to people. I mean, it's.
I'm back.
No, anybody who's going, yeah, look, LW is the best mod in the world. LW, you can join us up here if you want to.
Yeah.
But, I mean, nobody's gonna like kick back. Like, if you're making a few $100, or you're making $1,000, or you're making $20, or whatever. At least, I mean, obviously they only pay for 100. You know what I mean? Everybody who's in the program, but I mean, that's that pays for your StreamYard, or that pays
It
for your
does.
something
does.
that
Guys.
you're not doing something for free, you know.
Yeah. It means the world. I mean, it's just like, you see a friend that's hungry and you give them $10. It's kind of the same thing. You're supporting somebody. You're helping them, and it means a lot to a lot of people. People that just get monetized, they're not there to do it to make a killing or to get rich.
No, I never wanted to make money. Like when we started
No.
YouTube, I didn't at all like do it for making money. I mean,
Right.
I realized the plague happened, and I realized that I had thousands of hours of video from traveling that we just used to take to send to my wife's family so they could see what other places look like.
See?
And I
You're
was
right.
bored, and I was like, well, let me figure out how to edit this. And we've had some videos that have gotten tons of views.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden I realized, I'm like, oh shit, we actually have a channel. So let's have fun with this.
Yeah.
You know what
I mean, when I started, I had 0 videos for a year, and all I did was go around and mod and support people and drop their links and do all the things. And when I hit 50 subscribers, I jumped up and down on my deck. I promise you, I jumped up and down. I was like, I got 50 subscribers. People like me. I mean, it was that big of a deal. It's just exciting to know that people out there actually are here to support each other. It's all about the support. And LW, thank you so much for dropping my link. Yeah, my live chats are just wild. But
I think I just subscribed to a channel called the Southern Sown and Grown.
That's Wendy. That's Wendy, right? There.
Okay, I just subscribed.
I just subbed to you too, Wendy.
thanks,
And
Doc.
I also subbed to yours, Retro. Both of your channels.
And see, I love this. Look at this. People supporting people. I absolutely love
grabbing
it.
my phone right now, and I'll be right there.
Pink, I'm trying to find yours.
Yeah, let's get Pinky in here. Everybody's got to sub up to Pinky as well, because Jesus Christ, she's one thing I'll say about Pinky is she's one smart woman, and I love. We've had some conversations and late at night usually, and maybe I wish I could have a conversation earlier in the day with Pinky.
I'm
But
normally
she is
not
a
up this
very
late.
intelligent woman, and I love you, Pinky. I think the world of you. So
Aw.
everybody, make sure you sub up Pinky as well. Drop your link, Pinky. You can do it. Go on. Go on. Go
Let
on
me
and
figure out how to do it.
because you've got interest. That's another channel right there that is very thought provoking. I mean, the topics you guys talk about and the stuff that you do is very I love it. I love
Yeah,
it. No
shouldn't have to
bullshit.
drop the link because that's such a common name. Like Pinky might not pull up right away. So.
Exactly. But you're a mod here, Pinky. You can drop the link.
I'm trying to figure out how to share it.
Just copy and paste it and then place it in the chat.
Copy and paste.
You know how to do.
Copy and paste the address.
Pinky's so cute. She doesn't want to do it. She's like, oh, what this? I don't do that. Go on, Pinky. Go on.
I know. Well, I feel like, hold on. I think I got it.
Yeah.
Godless said he's rogue.
I wish everybody success on their channels, though. It's just it's a little harder than it used to be because there's so many channels on YouTube now. That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
When I came around and people discovered me, that was like 10 years ago. Even though I haven't made very many videos, I came around at the right time to get some traction on my channels. It's just so many people making videos now. It's crazy.
Yeah, I wish I'd have got into it like right at the beginning of the plague. It was like more, I found that the plague started happening, so I started jumping. I'd never gone on live. I'd never done anything. And I started doing it during the plague because I met it with like some travel communities and stuff from Thailand and stuff. These expats stuck over there. We started talking, and I was like, I kind of like this. This is kind of fun. And, now here we are. But I wish I'd have caught it at the beginning.
During the plague, I literally made it kind of like a full-time job because I without obviously being monetized. I mean, I had 5 subscribers, but I'm just saying, like, it was a thing, it was my thing to do. It was my, I don't know, how do you explain it? It was just like my happy place to come in and talk to my friends. We were all so lonely at the time when all that stuff was going on because we couldn't go anywhere. We couldn't do shit without being, all that stuff. And yeah, so I had a blast.
I don't know how to do it.
Yeah, I fixed you, Pinky. I realized you weren't a mod.
Well,
But
Pinky, I
just don't worry. You are a mod now. You are a mod now, but don't even worry about it. I have done it for you. There you go.
I got all
Pinky.
y'all.
Pinky's link right there is right there. Sub her up.
Thank you.
I got you figured out. So, and you're modded up now. So next time you ever want to do that, it's there. But I got you set up, girl.
I got all y'all subbed. I'm gonna come over and check your channels out. I did put the bell on for all, so if you drop a live or a video, I'll definitely be there.
Yep.
All right. So enough about all this subbing, everybody. So
Wait.
somebody say something fun. I mean, like Jesus Christ.
Bite me.
So Pinky, what do you do for Christmas? I know you are.
Something funny.
No, Pinky. I want to know what do you do for Christmas? You going out and getting Chinese food and watching a movie, or what's going on?
No, I already cooked. I thought I had the thing back on still. No, I cooked like 2 days early.
Wow.
Like, do you do like Christmas with your kids or?
Kind
No.
of. Yeah. Well, we still have like a big dinner and stuff, but
Right.
we open up presents for Hanukkah.
Right. And that's cool. That's awesome. I mean, do you do like the every day you open one, blah, blah, blah. Is it, oh, cool. Cool. That's neat. I like tradition. Tradition's cool.
What? I have 420 subs. Ah, you know what that means?
Oh,
What-
420 over there.
Is her
Gutter
link
Spot.
dropped also?
420. I was your 420, just saying. Just saying.
Right on. But you just making me do it right now.
Puff, pass. Yeah. Lucy just became a new member, TF.
Oh, I see this coming in. Lucy, joining the Traveling Fools membership. Welcome to the family, Lucy. We really do appreciate you. Merry Christmas to you and all your family. God bless every one of you. Thank you so
I
much
love
for
Lucy.
taking the time to
I
be
do
here.
love
Lucy's awesome.
I have to throw a big thank you out because you guys just took me to 1502.
You're awesome.
Woohoo!
Woo! You're
And
welcome.
there we go. There's people over here that are cool,
I know I'm like a little baby channel.
Aw.
Well, it's funny. Like our channel's a funny thing because most of our subscribers have came from long form video. They don't watch live streams, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Most of our subscribers have come from like posting travel videos, or just like putting out videos. These
Or
people,
shorts, y'all, for real.
well, yeah, that too. But these people don't come back, so it kind of like wrecks your thing. I mean, it's you got to find your way, but just keep trudging along, I guess.
I had a short video that's almost 70,000 views with
Holy
580 something subscribers off of a short.
Yeah.
I mean, it's possible, y'all, but it took a couple of years for some random bullshit for that to happen. But yeah, you couldn't do anything.
On that stupid Al Bundy video, I mean, it picked us up like
I know.
almost 2,000 subscribers
I know.
and got us demonetized.
I know.
That's what happened with my Trump video. It went viral and like I literally was like, it did, and I had to delete it.
Well, yeah, it's like I put an Al Bundy video up making fun of Dylan Mulvaney.
I was about to share
It
that.
get like
to you,
2
too. I'm glad I
million
didn't-
views, like you're demonetized. It's like, oh shit.
I almost shared your video out. I didn't share that one. I usually share all your shit, but I didn't share that one.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a good thing.
Yeah, good for you, Wendy. Way to be smart, Wendy. Way to be smart. You should.
Or
never
maybe
share.
I did. I might have shared it. Hell, maybe that's why I got demonetized. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah. Or maybe that's why I got demonetized. Maybe it's all your fault.
Hell no, it ain't. I didn't share it.
Oh my God, it's so funny.
Don't be putting your blame on me. I had nothing to do with it.
It's all your fault, Wendy. Everything that goes bad in my life.
Fine.
Is
Well,
your
you
fault.
don't reach out, so it's your fault.
You know, I told my wife, all right, I'm going to tell you all a really cool story. Okay. So my wife was telling me, you know, she grew up in Indonesia and traditions are different over there. You know, just as far as like Santa Claus, I mean, it's a Muslim country, you know, blah, blah. She grew up Catholic in like a Chinese Indonesian family, but the tradition over there is different with Santa Claus. So I thought that I found this story really cute, like in a weird way. So she was telling me, you know, her father passed away about 4 months ago, and she was sitting there, and you know, this has been a rough year for us, and she was sitting there telling me the story about how, okay, over there the tradition was that you would leave hay in your shoes. So you would take your shoes as the little kids and you would put hay in your shoes. So the Santa Claus, like we know Santa Claus, in that tradition, he's this guy riding like a carriage down the road with these horses. So you have to leave hay to feed horses. So you leave hay in your shoes, and the Santa Claus man would come and leave you something in your shoe. And I mean, in poor country, you know what I mean. So the things that you would get are you know, tied, like over here you're getting Xboxes and shit.
You get like a baseball or something,
right? A piece of candy or whatever. But they were so excited, you know, like they would leave their hay in their shoes and set their shoes out as these, you know, little kids. And dude, I mean, that's fucking cute as shit, in my opinion, and a totally different tradition. But it was so neat to hear. She was telling me that yesterday.
I'm gonna probably do that next Christmas. I'm doing that. I am.
No, I actually left her some hay, a little bit of hay, and put a shoe under the Christmas tree, just a little bit. So, just for that. So
you are such a sweetheart.
Yeah,
I've given away snowman poop before.
Snowman. You know, my mom still. I'm 48 years old, and on St. Nicholas Day, which is what, like December 5th, 6th, 7th, you know, something like that, was St. Nicholas Day. My mom, even though I'm 48 years old, still puts candy in a shirt and everything in a wooden shoe for me every year.
Aww,
and gives
so
it to me. And I get my little gold coins and stuff like that. Even though I'm this old, my mom still does that for me.
That is so beautiful.
Awesome.
That's sweet.
I love it.
All right, Lucy says she wants to see the dancing monkey or the balloons. All right, how do we make the balloons happen, Lucy? I got to get batteries for the dancing monkey, but can we make? Is
it the thumbs up? No.
I can make the balloons happen. How do we do this?
I think you went like this, like you stuck your hands up.
All right, Lucy, how do we make it? It's not thumbs up. Is it
high?
This?
Like high. Yeah, maybe that one's it.
No, that's confetti.
Well, that's cute too.
All right. Is it 2 thumbs up? No.
No.
I think it's your hands up in the air.
Like a hey.
That's fireworks. Okay. All right.
Do a hey.
Baby, no, it's this. It's this. It's this. We got it. We got balloons. We got balloons. We got balloons coming. Look at that. All right, there you go, Lucy.
Wait, what's your hands up in the air?
There you go, Lucy. There's your balloons.
You know, nobody else can handle doing that. Like, I've not seen anybody else do this. I think you got something here. I think you're magical.
It's like a big secret. I am kind of magical. I am kind of. Women have told me that my whole life.
What is the hands up in the air? What does it do when you put your hands up in the air?
I like this one. Watch this.
I could say so many things. It could be like, what happens if?
There you go. 2 thumbs down. It's supposed to make thunder and rain or something.
Aww.
That one's not working.
Yeah, that one doesn't work. You know why? Because it's Christmas and we're not negative. So there's going to be no thunder and rain.
Right.
Exactly. It's
So-
just not going to happen.
I wonder what would make Santa appear. I wonder if you could like go sideways and see what happens. Like point sideways.
I don't go sideways, Wendy.
Well, I'm
He's up and down. He's up and down.
you're a random mode. I mean,
No sideways over here. No
oh,
sideways.
because he knows something weird's gonna happen. He already knows. He's practiced. Don't let him lie.
Yeah. Pinky, have you figured that one out yet?
Mm-mm. Mine
Are you
doesn't work.
are you streaming on a yeah, the heart one's kind of fun.
Brenda tried earlier. She said she couldn't do it on the Apple iPad or her new Samsung 23.
I wanna do it.
So
I want to do it.
I don't know.
Like this.
I don't make good hearts. Damn it.
It only works for him.
Well, it's not even working now.
No, it's not.
Are you streaming from your phone?
No.
He's on the laptop, I think,
That's not doing
on the computer.
it. Do it now. There you go.
Oh,
There's your hearts. So there's your hearts. There you go, Pinky.
So,
Just for you.
but it only works with Apple.
Yeah, it's an Apple product. I'm using a
It's
Mac.
not working on
computer.
Brenda's iPad though.
Oh,
Well,
he's using a
yeah.
Mac computer.
Yeah, you have to be using. I think it'll work on an iPhone as well, but you have to do like some kind of settings or something like that. You'll have to Google that and look it up yourself. But I know
No,
it
I
automatically
don't.
works on a Mac computer. So.
It ain't gonna work on my Dell, is it?
No, it ain't gonna work on your Dell. Sorry. Here's your thumbs down. To
My
your
Dell.
Look, there's your thumbs down to your Dell. You know what was so funny was at first I started doing it, and yeah, I like to talk, and I'm always doing this with my hands, and yeah, talking, and I kept seeing these things popping up, and I thought other people were doing it to me. I'm like, I got a thumbs up. These people like what I'm saying. Oh, I got a thumbs down. Fuck you, motherfucker. And then I realized it's actually me doing it. I finally realized, I'm like, it's me doing this because it's reading my hands. I'm like, God dang it.
Pretty soon you're flipping yourself off. Fuck you,
Right,
man.
right.
Hey, do that.
No,
Flip
what
it.
happened?
Flip off.
No,
and see what
it doesn't do anything. I
does.
already tried it. I
Do
tried
two.
it.
Do two.
No, it
Come on.
doesn't. It doesn't. You can do two like that.
Surely
You
it
can do
can do
this,
something.
and you get like confetti and all kinds of stuff.
Oh,
It's kind of
So the-
cheesy, but it's funny.
it's a
it's
PG-13 thing. It's cute. I love it.
Yeah, it's fun. So is anybody waking up to like cool Christmas presents tomorrow, or look at Gutter Girl? She's
really.
waiting.
I am so excited. I love it. I mean, you have no idea. If you've seen my tree, you would be. I mean, you can barely see my tree when Christmas gets here.
I
'cause
got mine right here. I got mine
terrible.
right here. It's
I
a
love
beautiful
your Charlie
tree.
Brown tree. It's so cute.
Mine's like 6 foot, but you can barely see it because all the presents. Because I have
That's
grandkids. So yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah, we had an awesome. Yeah, I'm pretty blessed to be able to do it. So it's pretty cool. Watching the kids get up, and I have a 16-month-old grandson, so just
That's
seeing
awesome.
that, yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's so cool.
I miss
And that's
when
got to
my
be
babies
beautiful.
being little.
Well, and then a 13-year-old granddaughter who, really doesn't want to be in the same room with you right now, but she still loves you because you're her favorite. So she does love on me, but she's not like she used to be. Now she's like, all right, Grandma, I gave you a kiss and a hug. Now back the hell off. So she used to, hang all over me. Not no more. So
I always wanted to have grandkids. I always thought that would be fun.
Yeah.
Babies are fun.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
grandkids would be fun. So unfortunately, all we do now is like spoil. I guess all we can do is spoil nephews and nieces and stuff like that. Yeah, you know what I mean.
That's
Yeah.
all I've ever done is spoil nephews and nieces my whole life. I
Yeah,
couldn't
it
have
is really nice.
kids, so I couldn't have grandkids. So nieces and nephews are important.
you bet
It's all
they
good.
are.
Yeah,
And
I always hoped for like for grandkids, but
Yeah.
That ain't happening. But look who we have here right now. We have my esteemed, my beautiful colleague, my YouTube
Hello.
lawyer, Mr. Duggar Fishing. So look at this guy.
How's the internet?
All right, boys and girls.
Oh, we can hear him.
What's going on? Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
How you doing, Mr. Duggar? I love you, brother. Hey, Merry Christmas to you, man.
I'm doing pretty good, man. I'm down here by Roswell checking on my ship and visiting some kinfolk, you know.
Ryan, well, how's the ship doing? Is it still like, are you still
Yeah,
living the
it's still in the shop. It's still in the shop.
All right, we can actually hear you, Mr. Duggar. This is amazing. This is like a Christmas miracle.
I know it is. It's the Christmas miracle on Dover Street.
Well, I'm out of the hills, so you know.
I love it.
I'm off the mountain, so I'm out here in the middle of the plains now.
Sound good.
Well, I think you with your silver tongue should tell these beautiful ladies how beautiful they look on the
Good
screen.
Lord,
today,
have mercy, man. You done got a crop of beautiful girls there today. Hello, ladies. Good to see
Hello.
you.
Oh, Mr. Doug.
What's going on with y'all? Y'all putting up with this feller?
Yeah, reluctantly they are, but
We try.
I'm
We try.
glad to have them here.
Right.
I'm glad the lawyer's here. I mean, just in case. But I love you, Doug. You
I
Doug.
love you too, sweetheart. Oh,
Don't fall.
I fell.
No, don't fall.
I'm not gonna fall. I just
I won't be able to
Trying
catch you.
trying to just turn stuff on so I can see everybody. My glasses are out in the damn car, and I left them out there so I can't see nobody. But yeah, I could.
Well, they are actually prettier than they look through your blurred vision. So, you know.
Oh, I bet they are. I couldn't stand it. See too many pretty women tonight. You know.
Traveling fools making me blush.
Oh yeah.
Well,
I have that effect on women, Pinky. I have that.
I have that effect on women myself, but you know, I mean, it was just having a good time. I drink way too much tonight already. That effect on women myself, you know, I mean.
Now, Mr. Duggar, if any of you don't know Mr. Duggar, he's one of the nicest, sweetest men that I've ever met in my life. I really got to say that over the past couple years, becoming good friends with him has been a joy of my life. He's a great human
for me
being
too, bro. You're good people.
He's a great human being, and we've been fun. It's been a good time. We found ourselves in a funny way. We met in a funny way. And you want to tell that story, Mr. Duggar?
Oh my God, dude! It was something else. We were having a live, and I belong to a fishing community, and there was a big upset in the fishing community, and everybody was fighting and having, you know, picking sides and hollering at each other and stuff like that. And I was on the guy that was done wrong, the really the victim of the whole outcome. You know, everybody just kind of shunned him, and we was in there with a bunch of his staunch supporters, you know, and in pops traveling pool, and we had a lady in there named GLM, and man, she's quick. I mean, she's smart, she's pretty, but she's quick. And immediately, he was labeled as a troll. But he kept talking his way in and talking his way in. Before you know it, he had GLM say, well, he might be an all right guy. So I had to come find that sucker and find out who he was. And we got to be good friends. And that's been a score on my part anyway. He's good people, and nobody should take him serious. And if they take him serious, they need to go play a game and go hide and go fuck themselves, you know.
Exactly.
He's my boy. I got his back. Excuse my language, ladies.
No, you're fine.
I love Mr. Duggar. He's not only my YouTube. He's my YouTube lawyer. Mr. Duggar is my YouTube
You
lawyer.
for a few years. I've excused you. You are my buttercup.
Yep. I love you too, baby. I can watch you eat moonshine cherries all night.
I know. Be my butter.
I love Mr. Duggar. He is Mr. Duggar is the best YouTube lawyer in all of the YouTube lands. He is my personal YouTube lawyer. He also specializes in bird law,
I had
and
to learn
he will
about
get
bird
you out of
law.
everything.
My bird was embezzling from me, so I had to learn bird law. Little bastard.
Did you ever get that money back off of that son of a bitch?
Nah, he keeps trying to pay me off in seed, but I ain't going on it. Since I buy him the seed to begin with, you know what I mean?
Right. He's double edging you, man.
Yeah,
Jesus
he's right.
Christ.
But I tell you what, it's cold where I'm at. Is it cold where y'all are at?
No, I'm inside a house and it's warm.
Well, I'm
It's
inside of the
39
house.
Holy smokes! I was complaining because it was 42.
I don't know what the temperature is. I'm in the she shed, but I'm in front of a heater with a blankie and fuzzy socks, so I'm good.
Are you wearing a Snuggie, Wendy? For some
Yeah.
reason, I can see Wendy wearing a Snuggie.
Well, my socks are called Snuggles. They're literally socks that are called Snuggles. They're as seen on TV. So there you go.
I mean, I'm sitting here. I got a damn heater roasting in the background. It's probably 81 degrees in this room. To be
I don't know what the hell, but I'm warm.
here.
But it's
Maybe I'm
cold
just
outside.
hot and bothered because Duggar's up there on panel.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. He just lit a fire underneath you.
Mm-hmm.
I lit a cigarette, man. They don't believe in smoking in their house. What the fuck is that?
I know people
Uh-oh.
get on my damn nerves. Go outside, freeze your ass off, you damn smoker.
Don't you hate that?
Yeah.
Now, one thing I do, like I got this bar in the back of my house here.
That's why I have a
And-
she shed. I got tired of it.
Well, I built, and this is the thing you do before you get married is you build a bar in your house. So I
Yeah.
built a bar in the back of my house, but this is the only room I smoke in. You know, and I got ventilation systems. I got, the whole 9 yards. It doesn't affect the rest of the house. It's
Right.
just this one room.
That's
So,
why I have a
fair
she
enough.
shed, dude.
And
You
it's a
gotta go
bar.
somewhere to smoke.
It's a fucking Irish pub. I mean,
But what pisses me off is that Drew will like start drinking. He's like, "Hey, can I get a cigarette?" He don't even excuse my language, freaking smoke. And he's like, "Can I get a cigarette?" I'm like, "You're just gonna fire one up in the house?" He's like, "Hell yeah." He just sits there. He's like, "Give me an ashtray." It's a big deal. And I'm like, okay, this is not fair. But what?
See, I don't like even as a cigarette smoker, I don't want to go into a place that
I
smells
don't like
cigarettes.
the smell.
Like if you're coming into a bar, then okay, different story. You come back into
It's still
back of
gross.
the bar.
It's still gross.
But like you go to a hotel and they're like smoking, or back in the day. Now they don't
Oh
do that
hell
anymore.
no!
But you
Smoking
get
was
one of those smoking rooms and like all the blankets have burns in them and shit.
I'm
You're like, this is horrible.
when I was traveling for my job and I would get set up in like the non-smoking rooms or whatever, I'd be like, "Hey,
Even the bed
one
bugs
night-
are smoking. This
one
is-
time I was like, I want a smoking room because I got tired of going outside to smoke. And I got the smoking room and I walked in and I smelled it. I went right back to the desk. I said, "Put me back in the other room. I can't."
Yeah,
It just
we were going up to play music in upstate New York, and so we were driving from Georgia to upstate New York, and we were meeting up with this a pretty big band, and we were gonna play with them for a week, and we're on our way up there, and we made it to New Jersey. My brother finds this thing on his phone, and he's like, "America's Best Value." Well, all they had was smoking rooms available. And we're like, "Oh, that's cool." We get it there, America's Best Value in New Jersey. Oh, Jesus fucking
Oh
Christ!
my god! It's not even fresh smoke. That shit's been like marinating for years.
Right, I mean, it's like you walked in and somebody had already left like a cigarette in the ashtray burning.
Oh
is
my
that's
god!
what it felt like. It was like, the last person just left. Yeah, they left their cigarette burning in the
Oh
ashtray.
god! It's so disgusting. It smells so bad. The bathtub even smells like smoke.
Yeah, it's
Like
bad.
you can't.
I don't like that. I want to sleep somewhere that smells good.
You walk in and the sheets are yellow. You walk in literally.
This is
Yeah,
exactly.
there was burns all over it. It's like I don't even
Yeah,
like
the
to use a
bathtub has
blanket at a
big
hotel.
burned cigarette marks all over.
Yeah,
This
You
is
don't want
one
to
of
leave
the
smelling like more smoke than you did when you went in.
right.
It's awful.
This is one of the biggest reasons that we bought an RV is because that I just can't. When you pull back the sheets and you see like a long hair in the bed, that in itself is enough to set
So
me
gross.
off. I'm like, nope, I can't.
No, you don't know if that has like lice and shit. And oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God. My friend that traveled with me in our job, we'd go around because we were merchandisers and we go around every time we get a hotel room. She'd be like, and it would be a nice hotel. I mean, you know, it wasn't no rinky dink like motel. It'd be the nice things. And
They left the lights. They left the lights on for her.
she would literally lift up the thing and be like, I'm searching for bed bugs. She'd have a little microscopic light, and I'm going, no. Well, one time she found a bunch of crusty little looking bugs, and I'm going, oh no, I'm out.
Yeah, I've stayed in like I've been to some fucked up places and stayed in some hotels.
Ugh.
And yeah, I mean like through Asia and stuff like that. Yeah, you end up at these hotels. And it's like I mean I've had the goddamn bed bug things. I've tried to fight it. But yeah, you're gonna pick up like if you go, you know, jumping through all these places, you'll get the fucking scabies and get the fucking thing. That
I
shit
took a
sucks, man. That shit fucking
That's
sucks.
the one thing
It's
I
nasty.
hate
It's
about
fucking
Vegas.
nasty.
That's the one thing I hate about Vegas is every time you walk into what's the pyramid one?
The Luxor.
Thank you.
Oh, look at
We
that.
stayed
Look
there.
at that, Pinky. Ah, good for you.
The smell walking through that place, first of all, it smelled like sewer walking through it. And then when you got to your room, ew, the smell of cigarette smoke, it just engulfed the whole.
And
That
then you-
would that
and then
wouldn't
you
be
go to
my
sleep
room.
because you're picturing all the damn sex that just happened the night before.
Some girl made her a month there that night.
And
That's
and
the
then
mixture.
they're like, "Oh, you've got a hot tub in your room." Oh no, thank you. No,
Yeah,
thank you.
exactly.
Yeah, jump in that hot tub in that room.
No.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, disgusting.
Booze all in that
Ain't
pool.
doing it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rub
oh
your
it's,
hands
it's shaped
around
like
the
a heart. It's
people
shaped like a
farm.
heart. I guarantee they
Yeah.
cleaned it. Yeah, you know.
Can you imagine
Right.
how
Yank that
Yeah.
filter out there and see what's in that.
they probably just used Windex on that bitch. You know, they didn't
Oh,
go through all the
And the towel that was on the floor.
Yeah, exactly.
People that go in like, okay, hot tubs are kind of cool. Like maybe if you're at a ski resort in Montana or something.
Yeah.
Colorado or something like that, you're going to jump into some
Or
hot
the
tub.
Smoky Mountains.
Yeah, you know, blah, blah, but a hotel room jacuzzi tub or a hot tub, fuck that nonsense. I ain't getting that.
Nasty
Goddamn.
went on there.
I don't even want to take a shower in that bitch. I'm gonna get athlete's foot, crooked foot. I mean,
Yeah, no way. What about in Gatlinburg, Wendy? Would you get?
well,
into
that's
that?
what I'm saying. Gatlinburg's the same as Las Vegas, y'all.
I know. Would you
For
get
real.
if you were in a chalet in Gatlinburg? Wendy,
A
and there was
chalet
hot
is
tub?
different. A chalet,
Are they really? Are
well,
they
I
really?
don't know.
But are they really?
Well, but it's you know a couple $100 versus the $50 room in the
With
middle
the
of
heart-shaped tub that spins
Yeah.
around.
the
So
heart
you're talking
the
about
heart
upbeat
rate
bed
tub
bugs.
already is a turn off. Like hell no, because you know what the hell was going on that bit.
It's disgusting.
Hell no, gross. You know that they got that heart shape for a reason.
That's
Oh,
what I
they-
always had a camper.
And
It wasn't just a thing.
well, and it's a heart-shaped thing. Okay, heart-shaped things. When did they go? I mean, when were they in? Like,
I mean, that was so 80s, 90s, you know.
I know,
It
right?
went right along with remember the magic fingers vibrating bed that you could put the
Yeah,
quarters
the
in.
quarter you put in the bed.
so now I want you to think. So you know they don't clean the filters in.
The fil-
we used to have a buddy of mine. We used to have this houseboat. We did it. He found the magic fingers, so we did the whole ceiling of the houseboat in mirrors. and we put the magic fingers vibrating bed machine by the thing. I mean, it was a houseboat called the Dirty Oar. It was so wrong. My 20s were, oh my God, I should
I
never
mean,
have
that's
done
kind
that.
of funny there. Just saying.
That's a true story, but it
The way
was
you
rough.
say that, oh my God, I should have never done that. Scratched it all over again.
That I'm still alive is a.
It still cracks
you
me up when I see people showing off their shit on YouTube and they've got like this house and still got the mirrors all over the ceiling.
Yeah,
Like, what are y'all doing? Hello? Like in the living room,
Jesus
in the
Christ.
bathroom, you know, it's just mirrors everywhere.
Wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
Me.
Nah.
The shit we did when we were young. I mean, and that's what makes life fun.
Oh,
You got to look
my.
back and go,
My
God
memory.
damn, I actually did that.
And live through it.
I know. And nowadays, all these young people are just on their phones, you know.
I know
Yeah,
they
having
don't. They
fun.
have not experienced the
They
bullshit.
think we're a bunch of skanky old motherfuckers, but
no
we think
idea
you're
what
fucking dorks.
They don't know what it's like to get stuck in a snowbank, and because your drunk friends decided that it was okay that you drive, even though you didn't even have a driver's license, and you were driving on a slick road and you slammed into a bank, and
Oh, that sucks.
do things like that because they're too busy on their phones at home.
Yeah.
Half of them probably can't change a tire.
Oh,
Chains on.
Or check the oil or pump gas. I mean, you know, all the basics. You know.
You know, one of the things I hate the most is, and I see this all the time now, I see these people pull up to these gas pumps, and the girl gets out and starts pumping gas, and the guy's on his phone in the car. And that pisses me off to no fucking end. I've pumped so many girls' gas because I'm like, you tell that son of a bitch to get out of the fucking car and pump your goddamn gas for you. But I understand a
Or is
girl
he
can
smarter
pump her
than
own
you?
gas. I'm not taking anything away,
He's
but
on Only. He's not
like-
sitting there on OnlyFans. Like,
right,
this
this
got me.
douchebag sitting there on his phone doing this while his old lady gets out and pumps the fucking gas. It's like, you're a piece of shit, motherfucker.
the
That
only
girl don't need to be doing that.
the only reason that my caveman husband does that is because he has a hell of a time getting out there and working that damn pump because that piece of shit never works for him right. He hates computers. They jam up every time he touches one, and it doesn't matter what it's.
My caveman husband. I love it.
Yeah.
It's
You're
totally
good out there and
reversed
hitting it.
now. You know, back in the day, the women were in the kitchen, the men were doing all the manly things. No, it's reversed. It's totally reversed. We got y'all. Y'all be all right. We got y'all. Do you need me to pump your gas?
We won't let you freeze. We'll go get the wood too.
We got the wood. We're going to pump your gas.
Right.
I mean, what you want?
I will say this one thing.
You get in the
I
kitchen and
I
cook
didn't
me a
know my-
damn meal.
I didn't know it was this hard to take care of one handsome fat man. I lost my wife. I didn't know it was that hard taking care of me.
That's right. I bet you thank her a hell of a lot more now. Huh?
Oh, I miss her so much.
I bet.
You know, I had somebody to talk to and hell wash my pants. You know what the hell?
That's right.
I had a real woman though. You know what I mean?
It's
Yeah.
a thing, though. I mean, you know, we do all the things, and it's appreciated, but it's kind of like, it's a normal thing. Okay, well, yeah.
Well, there's
We
nothing
split-
wrong with
we
a woman
split the
being in the
charge.
kitchen.
I
mean,
was the
there's
cook.
nothing
She
wrong.
washed the dishes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, I told like my wife, I said this earlier, but she comes from a Chinese culture. Well, in that culture, it is bad luck for a man to do dishes. Like, and that's just, I
Yeah.
she'll yell at me. If you've ever been yelled at by a China woman, I mean,
No,
Jesus Christ,
it's bad luck in Tennessee, TF. It is.
you don't want to be, you don't
My
want to be yelled at
husband
by a China
cuts
woman.
my
She'll
shit.
yell at me if I start doing dishes. I don't have anything wrong with doing dishes. Like, I will do this.
Yeah.
That's fine. But
You
no,
try.
she's like, get away. You know? So I made it up. I made it up and told her it was bad luck for a woman to touch trash. in the United States, you know.
folks.
And so no, but it works, you know. I'm like, well, I don't want you touching the trash. I'm gonna pick the trash up. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. Blah blah blah. So you know what I mean. It's not like putting a thing or taking advantage of it. It's just that's just her tradition, and
that's
so I made up my own tradition to where she's not allowed to touch, you know, a trash bag.
Okay.
So,
Well,
you know,
I have
think
to
that's
do all
cool.
the things, obviously. But
Mhm.
when you go to put dishes away after you wash them, put the bowls where the bowls go, the plates where they go. Don't just stack plates where shit go, and then stick the bowls on top of the shit and throw a casserole dish in there.
Yeah, that's
Well,
right.
if you don't have to do dishes, you don't have to deal with that. And
Yeah,
one of the
exactly.
smartest things to any of you younger people that are ever possibly getting married, do laundry as much as you possibly can right at the beginning, but fold everything horribly.
Yeah, that's exactly the best way to roll. But it's totally gonna keep you married. Totally.
Fold everything horribly. And then they'll be like, no, you did it wrong. And it's like, well, why am I doing it wrong? Yeah.
Drew does love doing laundry. Like he will wash and dry some shit, and then I'll get a big pile on top of the dryer that he folded in parentheses. Okay,
it folded exactly. He waddles that shit
balled up. It's so
a bunch of balled up, scrunching shit.
I gotta redo
He's working, man. He's
No,
working.
they'll fold it all together. They fold a t-shirt, and
He's
then they
a
fold
brother in arms. He's working that bit.
a fucking a sheet with the jeans wrapped up inside of it.
I mean, women are so weird that they will actually fold their underpants, and it's like, I mean, these things are so small. How do you even fold that shit?
Well, you don't have
just
to
wad
fold- I
that
just
shit up. It's like
try to put
socks. You
them
just
in the
bundle
drawer,
it together,
but-
you know.
I don't fold my underwear, but I do fold his underwear because they're bigger. But you can't just like take a bunch of clothes out and ball them in a ball and stack them and say,
Yeah, we
I
tried.
Works
I was
for
just
me.
trying to help out, you know.
Oh well, you know, it's a good effort anyways.
It's okay, traveling fools. I call them vajayjay jobs and penis jobs.
Exactly.
French work and skirt work.
Traveling fools as undies don't fold, y'all. Just saying.
No, but you know why? Because I rarely wear
Mine
them.
don't either. Mine
He
don't
has
either.
little speedos.
Mine don't
Right.
fold because they're translucent.
I just throw them in a damn drawer and put them on when I want to. That's
I'm like Bill Murray from Stripes. I rarely wear underwear, and when I do, it's something exotic.
I'm not wearing underwear now. Sometimes I just don't even feel like doing it. Like, why? Why would you have to? Like, unless you've got some problems that you know.
They're
If you got
underwear are
drippage
uncomfortable.
or something, you know.
I can't handle the whole crawling up my ass. So if it's not there, I can't crawl up my ass. So
What's the point? I mean, as long as you don't have like drippage or problems, you shouldn't have
I like the way you say, as long as you don't have drippage or problems. Well, if you have drippage, I think you got problems.
Yeah, you got to blow it out all
yeah, I think that falls under the problem.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, but I mean,
blowed out O-ring in that case.
I'll just
It's like all these it's like all these medicines they throw out there, and might cause anal seepage. It's like, well, I'd rather die. I don't want anal seepage. Like if it's going to cause anal seepage, if there's even a slight chance it's going to cause anal seepage, I don't even know what that is. But if it's going to cause that, if there's a slight chance, just let me.
I like the ones. It's like well, if you want to, here's a medicine for eczema, and the side effects are stroke,
anal seepage. It's like, well, yeah, I got a rash on my arm, but I ain't shitting my pants. I think you're doing a lot better.
I'll take the rash. Thank you.
Right. You can explain that one a lot better.
Yeah. Hi, y'all. I just had anal seepage all day today. How y'all doing?
But you know
It's
what?
like, yeah, well,
Skin is clear as a bell.
And then they go to like, or may cause sudden death. And it's like, whoa.
Oh, that makes me feel better. Let's take
So
that.
now I shit my pants, you left, and then I died. So at what point does this get any better? It's like the same thing with like the Viagra pills and all that stuff. You got these people that come in and it's like, if you have an orgasm or an erection lasting longer than 4 hours, seek immediate medical attention. It's like, if I have an orgasm lasting longer than 4 hours, I'm not the one that's going to need medical attention.
No,
It's not like you better pass that on to somebody else.
God. You just don't take medication, y'all. Just hang tight. You'll be all right.
Just don't read the side effects.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Man,
No.
this convo went somewhere totally different since I was on here, man. What
Oh
the
yeah,
hell
we
y'all
done
talking
went
about?
sour, man. We done went sour. You welcome
Oh,
back,
yeah, we
brother.
off
Welcome
the
back.
rails, dude. We took the train and ran.
I'm done. Y'all are killing me. Oh my God.
What's up, Blood? Welcome back, man. Welcome back. We're talking about the side effects on medicine. Would you rather die? Would you rather die or have anal seepage?
Bullshit.
I don't want anal anything. Shit.
Right, exactly. But those pills are like, well, you have a rash on your arm, and this might cause, blah blah blah, sudden death, anal seepage, all this stuff. It's like, I'll fucking take the rash. I don't know. I don't mind my eczema. It's not that bad, or whatever.
Oh, I'm gonna choke my gum.
What did you just say?
I'm not taking those chances.
I don't know what the fuck anal sleepage is.
I don't know. Nobody knows what that is, but I don't want it. I don't fucking want it.
It don't sound good to me. Shit.
Anybody that's gonna propose that to you, if that's a side effect of a drug, I don't fucking want it, and I'll stick to whatever. I mean, they're like, you got like stage 5 cancer, you can blah blah blah, or you can have anal seepage. I'm like, just kill me now, motherfucker. I don't want this.
Well, or like Retro said, you can have anal sleepage.
I don't want that either. Anything that's got the word anal and it's got the word S starting with, well, whatever. I don't want it.
What is that?
I don't want it. Just kill me now. Let me go
I've
out
never
with some
heard of either
dignity.
one. Shit. I don't know what it is. Don't want to know. Really.
Exactly.
I know I don't got the shit. Whatever. It is.
Wait, I know I don't got the shit. Wait.
Well,
You definitely
I
don't
don't
have
got
this.
the shit either. The only thing that goes in my anal is toilet paper. That's it.
oh, don't put it in it.
Right.
FYI.
You wipe across it.
The whole roll? This stream's gone so goddamn far south. Oh my god. I love these. I love these streams. Once they get off the chains, it's more fun.
Oh yeah, you might as well just go all the way. Hell with it.
Yeah, exactly.
We lost Doug you fresh.
Oh my god, that was too funny. My side actually hurts. I was laughing so hard.
Oh, be
I don't know,
scared.
man. When I
Very
left, y'all
scared.
were talking about Christmas shit. Then I came back and y'all were talking about this.
Well, welcome back. Thank you. Please get us back to a normal topic. Can we go back to talking about boxing or something? This is just getting creepy.
I have to say that Retro, he's quite smart. Because he actually just came up with a new side effect, which is anal sleepage. I've never heard of it.
Yeah, Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby invented that.
Oh my god.
I'm not really too much into that word anal too much altogether. The anal shit just needs to go away.
What is the saying? Why did they put a play yard by a cat box? A playground by a cat box? Litter box?
I'm not sure. But here's the bad.
Girls, there's a playground and then there's the litter box.
Right here, here's a bad joke for you. So you got the older guy working with the younger guy, and the younger guy, he's sitting there. A lot of people probably heard this show before because I've told it. If you're new to the channel, you'll find it funny. So the older guy is sitting there, and the younger guy, they're working together, and the younger guy, he just gets married, and he asks the older guy, who's been married for like 35 years, and he's like, "Man, how do you do this? You know, I'm starting to kind of worry. I mean, it's like for the rest of my life, it's going to be like the same hole, the same thing. Like, I had quite a good time in my younger days, and this is it for the rest of my life." And the older guy looks at him. He's like, "Listen, son, just flip her over every now and then." And the younger guy looks at him and goes, "Fuck that and have all them goddamn babies."
Oh no.
Bad jokes, you gotta love them. I like the way that half the people are laughing, half the people aren't. Bad jokes, you gotta love them. Bad jokes, can't get enough of them. Just a joke. It's just a joke.
Usually it's the bad jokes that we remember. I can't never remember none of the good ones. I don't know what it is, but my dad tells me jokes all the fucking time that are good ones, and I don't never remember them.
Well, we just started a YouTube channel called Bad Jokes and see how long it lasts. And just roast the fucking crowd and tell like the worst, most horrible jokes we can possibly think of and see how long YouTube will let us do it. That would be funny.
That could be really funny.
It could be.
Like no holds barred. Like no
way.
holds barred. Just get on there and just tell the worst fucking jokes you can ever possibly think of. And just see how long YouTube would let it last. That would be funny. We're doing that from your channel, Blood. Oh my God.
All right, I'm back. Whose channel are we doing this bad joke?
Ah,
thing on?
shit. Here, Wendy's back. God dang.
I mean, whose channel are we doing this on? Because that'd be fun. I got jokes.
I guarantee you got
I think
jokes.
you do it on your page, Wendy.
Yeah, Wendy's channel.
We do it on my damn channel. No. But we can make another one.
Wendy, I don't mean this in a bad way, but I love you to death, Wendy. You know that, but it's absolutely hilarious. You are just like Joy from My Name Is Earl. Like I said this all the time, but you are, and I love Joy from My Name Is Earl. And I don't mean this like an insult, but you really are.
Okay.
It's absolutely hilarious. I love it.
Cool.
I
Thanks.
love it. It's a compliment, like honestly.
You've told me that before, and I've never taken it other than a compliment. I love you.
Exactly. I know.
It's all good.
I still want that puppy so I can boot
The
that.
puppies are actually. I want to give you that update. I still have. I did not take pictures, and this is the reason why. Because I want to make sure they live and everything's good. But they are very healthy. They're doing good. Mama's loving on them, and yeah, I don't.
Well, Mrs. Fools is waiting for a picture.
I just don't want to send a picture and get her heart broken if something happens. So we got to make sure that they're
Well, don't
healthy.
send me a dead dog.
No, exactly. They got to be healthy. You do it.
One of the folks, please.
Hey, so will you please?
I got your new puppy. But it's
Yeah,
dead.
exactly. Oh, I'm sorry. I hate to tell you, but it died because it's possible.
Yeah, Merry
First couple
Christmas.
of weeks are
There's your
very
dead dog.
critical.
I got you a dead puppy and a shovel for Christmas.
Yeah,
Ah, sweetheart.
yeah.
I don't want to be that
Yeah.
guy.
I'm
How
gonna
old are these puppies?
make sure it's cool.
How old are they?
What is it? 7 days now? I think 7 days old. 7, 8. Yeah.
Yeah,
Something
about 2 weeks. About 2 weeks. So.
Yeah, you probably couldn't get rid of them if you wanted to. So
I'm not
just-
trying to. I've got one for Traveling Fools and his wife, but he wanted to come get them the day they were born.
No, that was joking. He knows that.
What kind of dog are they?
Oh, they're Teweenies.
They're what?
Chiweenies. We've already got one. My wife loves it. We lost our other dog recently, so our dog needs a friend. Wendy's like, I got Chiweenie. I'm like, holy shit. Well,
Totally yours. But I just don't want to. You
I
show
want one that's alive,
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's very critical time right now. They're still adapting, so we're gonna go with this, okay? If I send a picture and you're like, "Hey, honey, this is your dog," and something was to happen and that dog die, I would be so heartbroken.
No, I hear you.
You know what I mean? I don't want you to do that.
So the Nightbot does not like Crimson Brave putting his name in his mouth.
Oh, Nightbot's probably telling Crimson Brave to go fuck himself, but
Yes.
love you, Crimson Brave. Love you. Nightbot doesn't love you.
Mouth your effing mouth.
Nightbot doesn't love you, Crimson, but I love you.
Okay. Hi.
So listen, guys. Let's wrap this up. It's getting late. It's
Okay.
Christmas night. I gotta wake up and I don't even know what I'm doing tomorrow. I don't really have any plans.
You're gonna dress up.
This is a weird Christmas for me.
You're gonna dress up as Santa and give lady some lovins. That's what you're gonna do. Because
Well, I don't know. It's a weird Christmas for me. So I got to figure out how to do that.
Well, I just got me a new beer. Where are you going?
Well, I ain't going nowhere. You want to hang out longer? Okay.
Sure.
All right. Let's hang out. Tell us a joke, lady.
All right, a joke. I don't have jokes. I don't even get jokes half the time. I'm good at trivia, but I'm not good at jokes. Let's see.
Mhm.
Okay. Y'all got jokes. Come on, y'all. Help me.
Pinky, you got any good jokes? Blood, you got any good jokes?
Man,
I
I
know.
can't think of one right now.
Y'all got this. Come
Mine is
on.
totally blank for that.
Oh, let's see. Do I have to literally find a joke for y'all?
No, you don't have to like Google them. But
I'm not
let's,
gonna Google.
let me see.
I
who
don't
else,
have my
let me
phone.
see who else is live. Let me see this. I think Ben might have been going live tonight. And if Ben
Ben's
was
live?
going live, I don't know. He said he was going to. If he's live, maybe we should all jump over there.
I was setting my live up for 12. That was 3 hours ago. But everybody in the flipping world went live at the same time. So I canceled it. Oh my God, my thumbnail was amazing, y'all. It was badass. I mean, it had the possum on the tractor with the bush can.
Look at that. Ben's live right now. He's got multi Super Kal-El, TPR, and James on there with him. There's 5 people watching.
Well, let's go give them
let's go over there and say hey to Ben and tell them Merry Christmas. Yeah, I mean, this was like a last minute kind of thrown together stream. So let's go over there to Ben's. Everybody
go to Ben's. Can somebody drop the link?
Yeah, of course. I got the link already.
Drop the link.
I'm gonna drop the link. Ben's a cool guy, even though he's gay and an Oregon State fan.
Ben's gay and happy.
Yeah, you know, I mean, at the same time,
We still can't find Sam, but you know, he's all right.
Is he gay for real?
Yeah, but he's a veteran. He's a good guy, and you know what? He can take the fucking jokes because we lay him
Ben's
off.
a sweetheart. He is.
No, I don't cut this motherfucker no slack. We
I know, right? Hey, I'll get up there and give him hell. Don't you worry. Don't you worry, bud.
We tease the shit out of him about being a pole
Don't
smoker.
go over there talking
My
about that
dumbass
anal
had
shit
my
over this page.
mic muted.
He gay.
All right, everybody in chat, thank you for coming in. Merry Christmas, and make sure you hit the link that is being posted right now.
Yep, I am posting that link right now. I've got Ben's live stream right now. I'm posting that link. Let's go over there and say hey to Ben because Ben is our friend and he's a good guy.
Say gay raid. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, go over there and say traveler full of sister gay.
No, seriously, say TF for radio.
Nah, you don't have to do all that. He'll know where it's coming from.
Nah.
But all right, there's Ben's. Oh, shit. I hate the way it doesn't space it out. All right, cool. Let me make sure this
Did
works.
it what, huh?
Well, I gotta make sure this works. So there is Ben's link. Did that come through?
Yep.
Yes.
Everybody see that? All right, let's go over there and let's all join Ben's thing. Let's go in there and raid the shit out of him. Go over there and fuck with him. I love fucking with Ben. And Ben, he's a former Army guy. He's a veteran. He's a stand-up guy, even though he's gay.
He is literally absolutely amazing. So much fun. I love Ben to pieces. So you guys make sure.
Nah, he's a cool guy. He's a cool guy. Let's at least go say Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me up, Traveling Fools.
Hey, jump over there to Ben's. You'd like Ben. You'd like Ben, Pinky. Jump over there.
Okay.
You'd like it. I'm going to jump over there as well. And let's go over there for a minute. And then I'm going to bed. But
I love you.
Pinky, you're always welcome. You know, I love you to death, girl.
Thank you.
You know.
Right. Merry Christmas,
Wendy, I hate you.
I hate you back.
You know, we might as well be related. So
I know, right? I mean, I'll throw an orange at you here in 2 seconds. Give me a minute. I'm gonna go get an orange.
Hey, Merry Christmas to all of y'all. Salute. One love, everybody.
Hey, blood, love you, my brother. What you're doing is absolutely awesome, and you're a friend of mine. Anything you ever need from me, man, you got my number. You got everything like that. Let's keep this going. All right.
Yes, sir. Peace out.
All right,
all right.
Bye.
Gutters.
Yes.
You going to Ben's?
I will. I'll go
at
over
least
there.
for a second. At least for a second, right? All right. Hey, you want to hang out for 2 seconds? Let's listen to a song. Let's listen to a song for a second. Let's close this out with a pretty Christmas song.
Okay.
I think we should.
Yes.
What do you like? Do you like "Oh Come All Ye Faithful" or do you like "Angels We Have Heard on High"? Which do you like better?
Let's do "Oh Come All Ye Faithful."
All right, here you go. Let's hear it. Let's hear her voice. It's probably good.
Oh, come all ye faithful.
Hey, Catholics for the win, Gutters. Catholics for the win. We got 2 Catholics right here. Isn't that pretty?
Come and behold him, born the King of
Let me turn my camera back on. There we go. Isn't this beautiful? It's beautiful. Put some hearts out here for you. You can do it. You can do it. Why doesn't it work? There they are. There they are. Gutters Pub. Thank you so much. Honestly, I'll see you over at Ben's.
Yeah.
Jump over there for a minute and go say, hey, you're a wonderful woman.
Thank
love
you
you
for
to
having
death. Anytime. Come anytime you want.
All right.
Love you to death.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. Love you, girl. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in to this absolutely wonderful, beautiful Christmas special. Jump up there to Ben's King, Mulberry Street. Merry Christmas, Ben. Go down to Merry Christmas. Drop the link in the chat. Go in there. One more time. Go. And you know what? Thank you, all you people. I love all. I love it. I'm